Hello! And
Hey.
welcome back to Adventurer's Guide to the Multiverse. I ignored St. James on that one.
Oh,
this
come
is a
on.
bi-weekly show where these four adventurers are trying to save the multiverse one universe at a time. And we'll see what happens. And this totally isn't the second time we've recorded this episode. I'm your DM, Trevor Bettis. I'm the content designer and writer for Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. And with me, each of these episodes are four amazing people. And we're going to start with, who's Rhiannon? Who are you?
Hey, I'm Rhiannon Held. I write urban fantasy as Rhiannon Held, and space opera is RZ Held. And if you like space opera with like cool wings and emotional support cats and snarky AI and all kinds of stuff like that, you should check out my Amsterdam Institute series, which is now complete.
Yeah.
And I play Elysia, who is the daughter of another character, my Dungeon Scholars character, Artemisia, but totally different. Totally different.
I do want a shirt that says "Cool Wings" and "Emotional Support Cats" for just no explanation further.
And then I will toss it to St. James.
Oh, hi. St. James here. I have a trading card collection account on Instagram. So, St. James collection on Instagram if you want to follow me, where I essentially just say, behold my stuff. That's all I do. But yeah, I'm playing Uthal, Space Uthal, the Disfigured.
Yeah,
the Biologa.
No,
Goliath of Shadows.
Stop it. No, we're not doing this.
Player of Mind Players. All right.
I mean, once he starts, you just gotta let him. You just gotta let him go, right? You just gotta get through it once.
No, if you let him go too often, he'll just never stop.
That's true. I one time have ended it and then started again.
Yeah.
Yang, you're up.
Hello everybody, my name is Yang Wang and I'm a regular here on the Dungeon Scholars channel. I'm a game writer and I'm also going to be talking about our dice giveaway from phoenixdice.com. I am Trevor, I'm experiencing deja vu.
I know, isn't it weird? Who knows?
I mean, we've given away dice before, right?
but we're giving away more dice.
Yes. For this episode, Trevor mentioned that if we ever experience deja vu, for whatever reason, we should mention it.
Oh.
Yeah. I do have a weird feeling that I'm going to win this set of dice.
So for those in the audience, use !ticket in the chat to enter for your chance to win a set of dice of your choice from phoenixdice.com. Anybody in the world may enter. If you win, you get to just tell us which dice set you want from their website, and then we will ship it to you. No questions asked. Phoenix Dice are really awesome because they are made from recyclable and eco-friendly materials, and they are gorgeous to boot. So !ticket into the chat now.
I can't wait for you to get a response that says Fort Knox, and you're like, what? And they're like, you said no questions asked.
If you are like the president of the U.S. and you want us to ship it to the White House, we will just do it. No questions asked.
Joe Biden, get on the phone. We got a special delivery coming into Fort Knox. Be sure it's real safe.
With that, I'll popcorn it over to Lauren.
Oh, hi. One of these days, I'm gonna get myself some Phoenix dice. I feel like I really should. But that's a later problem when we get done with all these universes. Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the content manager over at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can find me on the socials as Lauren. I'm playing that winged cleric tonight, so I guess I'm one half of Rhiannon's awesomeness. I just need a cat.
Yeah, and actually, speaking of all your characters, chat, if you look at a certain point. Right there, yeah. You can see new character artwork for these awesome characters. And hey, if you can't quite see them close enough in that box, here, let me show you a bigger image of all four of our awesome characters.
Wow.
This is artwork done by Luke McKay.
Incredible.
It is absolutely fantastic and amazing, and I love every bit of it. So yeah, we got artwork.
Say thank you, Luke McKay in chat.
Yeah.
Thanks, Luke.
Thanks, Luke.
Thank you,
Miss
Luke.
you, buddy. Haven't
You're
seen
the
you in a
best.
while.
Be sure to follow,
I mean, I could go ask him to come on over. I'd be very confused.
Oh my God, deja vu.
Oh my God.
I feel like this has happened before.
Be sure to follow Luke McKay on Twitter and Instagram and see all of his awesome artwork and webcomics and all that fun stuff. So thank you again for this lovely artwork.
Okay.
But, oh yeah, he was in the
You
wings.
summoned You summoned
may-
a
a
loud
little
Luke.
sample.
I know. He's usually on the ball with whenever I say his name. So I think I just summoned him. I'm
I
sorry.
have been
saw a glimpse.
summoned.
Yes.
I saw an elbow. That's good.
We love
Yeah.
your artwork.
So, let's pick up with where we've been. Which last time for us, is you all went to the Eternal Archives. And Lauren, what was the name of that planet again?
Oh, geez, you gotta make me look at my
Was that-
notes.
was that thing I didn't write
Is for escorted. Hold on. Library of Marcathina.
Marcathina. There we go.
I had to go back several episodes. Why do I already have episode 4 in here? Who knows?
Whoa, weird.
Hmm.
Yeah, the Eternal Library on Marcathina, and your goal there was finding the prophecy section because you're trying to find the multiverse's oldest prophecy. And during that time, you kind of got locked into the Pact section with a group of Ravnican researchers, and there was a murder mystery, and it kind of looked like
Ooh.
Whit might have done it. And then another dude died, and it kind of looked like Uthal might have done it. But through
Honestly, not surprising.
through some detecting and all that fun stuff, you ended up finding out that it was some of the work was done by a what was that? The giant mind flayer worm,
Neolithid.
Neolithid. There we go.
Neolithid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
was about to pull up my title.
and you fought the giant worm thing, and then found out that there was a Mrs. Fox that had been behind it and was disguised as one of the employees of the library. And instead of fighting her or anything like that, Orkira simply gave her a card for her therapist in the Radiant Citadel, and it still makes me smile every time I think about it. It's one of my favorite things that's ever happened in a game. And now, we've gotten some time here in the prophecy section. We kind of skipped forward a little bit, but I do know that there was a conversation that wanted to happen between then and the discovery of the prophecy. Or Kira, did you have something you wanted to talk to Uthal about?
I did. So we're all like hanging out in the prophecy section, looking for prophecies. I think Orkira can only do so much. She's very good at like finding books, but once you have to open the book, that's where things just completely fall apart. So she's just bringing books on over to Elysia and to Pilkins. Here, try this one. Here, try this one. And the first opportunity she has to go talk to Uthal semi-privately. Where would Uthal be?
You find Uthal laying in his chair with a book over his face, just snoring. The loudest snore you can possibly hear because he has the deep chest, so it's just deep snoring. Everyone can hear it. Like you know where I'm at because of the
Uthal
snore.
the deep-chested.
About to put that in there.
It's good because it gives us like a reference point for wherever we are in the rest of this part of the library. It's like, oh, if Uthal's snoring over there, then I have to go that way.
Yeah.
I'm the North Star of the library.
Exactly. The North Snore of the library.
North Snore.
And I have to imagine it's like the dictionary is on your face. It's like it's not
Oh,
even
yeah.
a book that
It's upside down. I'm just pretending to read. Just
Okay. So I'm gonna ask real quick before I do anything. St. James, you okay with me maybe futzing around with your sword? Consent is sexy.
Yeah, Uthal doesn't care at this point. He's asleep.
Okay. Orkira is gonna walk on up and kind of maybe I could just fix this quietly. And I'm going to very gently touch Uthal on the shoulder, and I'm gonna cast Remove Curse.
So you do so. You are confident that the spell went off. However, you are also aware that no curse was broken. Kind of giving you the impression that there was no curse to break.
Did it at least remove his attunement from the sword?
It did not.
Wow. Well, crap. I have this strange sense of deja vu, and I'm going to say, well, crap again. The The gentle touch turns into more insistent poking. Uthal.
Just
Uthal.
the book goes flying across the table. Yeah, I was just reading the dictionary.
I mean, I hear it's got all the words in it, so it's a good place to
Well,
start.
Well, some say every book ever written is in that book.
Mhm.
So I figured I'd just get straight to the point and. Whoa, what's up?
It's like one of those choose your own multiversal adventure books, and where you just have to turn to the right page and then turn to another page. Let's talk about your sword. You've got an evil sword that's stealing souls. I'd like that to not happen anymore.
Oh yeah, Oxic. Yeah, just put it on the desk. Just
Starts
Yeah.
smoking softly.
smoke coming out. Some faint whispering.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was just a really dark aesthetic, and you know, I got friends who do that. But you gotta carry around a sword that steals souls. That's kind of against pretty much everything I'm about ever.
Oh yeah, no, we're best friends. We have a contract and everything.
Do you have a contract with your sword?
Yeah, we made a little deal. He's just kill people and he's happy. So
Well,
eventually he'll.
okay, but him being happy means eating souls. Can I? I'm gonna ask a question, and then I'm immediately gonna go summon Pilkins. Can I see your contract?
I don't have it. I think I lost it. Something. I've actually never seen it. I don't. Hey, Oxic, you have the contract?
I'm not gonna do the voice for him because
Oh,
my
come
mic
on.
might not pick it up
Oh,
for the full
right.
thing. But the sword essentially tells you, Orkira, that the deal is not with with the sword. It is with a demon. And this kind of jogs Uthal's memory, and I will talk for Uthal because I have the thing written down in front of me, unlike he does. So essentially, at one point, Uthal found himself with a group of adventurers in Avernus, and during that time, they stumbled across an imprisoned demon lord. I'm gonna try and pronounce this. Kostichti. I don't. You know what?
I mean, you're the DM. However you pronounce it is correct.
It's actually a
Yeah.
canon, like.
Yeah, and
Demon
you're the
Lord.
DM, and so however you pronounce it in this moment
Yeah,
is
you know
correct.
what? We're
Yes,
Costco.
Costatigi.
yeah. Oh yes, Costco.
Costco.
Yeah, I put it in the chat.
Infamous demon.
If anyone
The
is
infamous
curious.
demon of surplus and greed.
Oh,
But it does steal your soul.
it's got great croissants though.
I'm actually
The hot
stealing
dogs that-
souls as employees.
Yeah, let's be
For
real.
the
The
Costco
hot
in
dogs
Avernus.
are so cheap that
Mm.
there's got to be like some form of demonic contract.
That's
Yeah.
so good though. I can eat like 80 of them. It'd be fine.
So essentially, yeah, they stumbled across this demon lord, and for one reason and another that I don't actually quite remember right now, they freed it. And when they did, the demon lord got a sniff of Uthal and told him that he had made a deal with Uthal's great grandfather, a frost giant in the spine of the world on Toril. And that deal got the frost giant immeasurable power that was that helped them overtake the spine of the world hundreds of years ago. But in return to it, all of the descendants of this frost giant, all of their souls belong to that demon. And so he just essentially tells Uthal, like, yep, if you ever die, that's it. Your soul is mine. If you ever, and mechanically, if he ever failed 3 death saves, there's no soul to return. His soul just goes straight to the demon lord. And they talked it out, and Uthal's like, okay, what if I got you another soul? And he was like, tell you what, 100 souls. And created, awoken one of Uthal's rapiers to be Ozic. And every time he kills a creature that has a soul, the soul is absorbed into the sword, and once 100 of them happen, the deal will be done, and his soul will once again be his.
To give away to someone else.
I mean, at that point, it's your soul, and you should have agency over your own soul. And while I would advise against immediately giving it to someone else, that's your business. I think it kind of sucks that your great-grandfather kind of gave your soul for you. That stinks.
Yeah, I'm kind of really upset about that, especially because I didn't know it was a lost giant until like a couple years ago. Or ice giant. Yeah.
Frost giants.
Frost giant. That's what it is.
One of the cold
The lost
ones.
giant. Yeah, no. Those things.
If you didn't know, then you were lost. I mean, that's accurate.
Well,
right?
that's part of my title, the Lost Frost Giant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's what that.
You think
it's
I'd be better
halfway in the
remembering?
titles. Yeah, if you want, I could say it again, just so you have a better
we're all set.
recollection.
We're
One of
all
these
good.
days, I'm going to introduce you to Alindra, and the two of you are going to have a title battle, and it's going to be amazing. But anyway, okay. Is there like an actual official contract, or is this just like a gentleman demon agreement? Get your soul back.
I think it was more an agreement. I was just like, yeah, sure, I'll get you 100 souls.
Oh,
already
Alicia's
gotten,
not
like-
there, but I really want to know, like, if there's a counter on the sword. Does it say like 17 of 100?
Oh,
you know,
no.
it's interesting that you say
that would
that.
be cool.
It's really good. Yeah, that was actually going to be my next question. How many have you already eaten?
Ozzik,
Look at the bottom of the sword.
Ozzik will say audibly for everyone to hear, 78 souls are required.
Oh.
Jeez, that's a lot of souls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I do kind of wish I'd
What was
put a counter on it now. I'm kind of mad at past Trevor.
Could,
Like, it would
could the
be cool
counter
if
just
there's
be
like a.
2d10s, so it's like a d100?
It's a spin down.
Yeah, it's a spin down, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking like on the bottom of the hill, it's just in Roman numerals,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a number, and then it
Hmm.
just like blinks out into a new one.
Good
And that's how
point.
many are left.
Yeah. So what's that math? 22.
I guess.
Yeah.
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 Thank you, Pelicans.
I'm not listening.
Just from down the hall. Yeah, that's right.
I mean, Orkira's not being quiet. Okay.
Guess I'll update the kill count.
I don't have. Thanks, Ozzik, for keeping track of that. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay. I don't have an immediate answer to this, but once we save the entire multiverse, we should work on you getting your soul back without having to eat a whole bunch more souls, because this feels extra evil.
Well, they're not using it, so I figured I could just take them and we're good.
I mean, it depends on who you're eating, but trust me. I mean, do you remember a few hours ago when I tried to bring someone back and they didn't have a soul to bring back, and suddenly you were implicit for murder?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was weird.
That sucked, right? That's because
Yeah,
your
no one-
sword sucked a soul.
No one's allowed to use my sword, but apparently Mrs. Fox is.
I mean, if there's anyone that is going to be
Yeah.
able to.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Technical
All right.
question.
Yes, I
Mrs.
told
Fox killed. If Mrs. Fox killed somebody, did that count towards with those kills?
It just, yeah, essentially, it's just if the sword kills someone, it takes their soul and it counts towards the number. It's not like a per person thing. It's per the sword.
Okay, I swear I'm not eavesdropping, but these
I mean, you
details are
can.
very fascinating.
Yeah. Pilkins, you want to kill someone with this? Let you.
I would never.
Come on. It just kind of tingles when when it connects, and it's fine.
No, thank you. I'm gonna go
I
back to
think-
researching.
I
And
think this
Pilkins
thing
looks
could
away.
do dual attunements, so if you want to try.
He's already run away.
So,
All right,
So-
we'll talk about this later.
One last thing. If I'm unable to help you like fix this and you get to 99 and you only have one soul left, this feels like one of those wish situations and where things are just going to go bad and you're going to be the soul. So be extra careful at that point, okay?
Oh, I wonder how that would work if I just stabbed myself.
Yeah.
My soul go into the sword and then give myself a freedom of my soul to bring it back into me, and then I have.
Well, it depends. Ozzik, are you destroying souls or are you just storing them?
the sword is quiet.
Ooh.
I mean, if you want to
Ozzik,
be
you
sullen
were asked
about
a
it
question.
now.
No time to be rude.
You faintly hear the sound of a hot topic in the background as it just
Oh my
stays
god, he's
quiet.
playing his music again. All right, I'm putting him away. He's grumpy.
I mean, at least if he's just storing souls, that means we can still save the souls, and so that's not as bad. It still kind of sucks. Anyway, I have no way of fixing that, so let's fix the rest of the universe first.
So
Yeah, that sounds good.
a bit of time after that,
Go back to sleep. Here you go.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna keep reading.
Elysia finds something that she thinks might be the prophecy.
Ooh.
And it reads for context, this library is set up so that the people that are within it can read any of the writing that is in it. So this is not in common. This is in an ancient language, but you are able to read it while within the walls of this library. And it reads, "In the center it slumbers, hunger ever growing. In the twilight of existence it shall wake, calling forth the universes for which it will eat. Where all things began is where all things will fall."
Well, that's depressing.
Do any of the rest of you have this weird sensation that we've heard this before, and that these glyphs we've seen these before?
No.
Yeah, okay, because I was kind of freaking out. I haven't heard this, but it recognized to me, and I almost thought I was the center of the universe.
You'll kind of have that.
Whoa.
You'll kind of have that moment, like when you like in the real world, like when you hear a song and you think you might have heard the song before, where like you're like, I think I might know what the next lyric is. That's kind of what you're feeling right now as you read that prophecy.
Have we saved the
What
multiverse?
are you folks talking about? I mean, it's a prophecy, but like, it sounds like other prophecies. I don't get it.
You don't have that sensation?
No, I haven't read this before. I just read it
Yeah,
just like right now. I mean, I guess if I read it again, then
Interesting.
That'd be immediate deja vu. Yeah.
Wit is nearby and comes over and goes, well, that does sound like that might be the prophecy. Maybe we should go take this to Mrs. Fox and see what she thinks.
do we
Yeah,
gotta
we
copy it
took
down, or
this
can we
to-
check out the book? Does this library
Copy
allow
it
book?
down.
Okay, yeah. I was
No,
Already
I
on it.
distinctly remember. We can just take the book.
Is
That's
this one
not
of those
according
moments
to the
where
rules.
is this
Yeah,
one
no,
of those
it's
moments
fine.
where we look over to Pilkins and you've already like transcribed the entire book?
Yeah, I've already been on it with my ballpoint pen.
Wow, your handwriting is even neater than mine. That's amazing.
Ah, thank you.
How'd you learn to copy things so fast?
Oh, a lifelong, lifetime of practice. I hope to join this fine establishment when we save the universe.
That's a good goal. You probably shouldn't, or you probably should let them know you've got this skill. That's got to be helpful, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. It's just a shame that we weren't able to procure any recommendations from any of the employees. Because the only one happened to be evil Mrs. Fox.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true. She's
But-
not going to give us a recommendation.
No, but the real one will, and the real one talked to a whole bunch of the real people, and also we're going to save the universe. So I think that's going to be a good enough recommendation for you.
Oh, that's a great idea. I'll definitely ask her for that.
So you all make your way back across the Eternal Library, through the different sections, and finally into that courtyard where Mrs. Fox's house is currently sitting. And once you are inside, you find her just there's a couch full of the company's merch. What was that company's name again? I got it back here in my notes somewhere. Nerdostra. No, Astra Inc. That was what it was.
Astra
Inc.
Astra
Okay.
Inc. Yeah, Astra Inc. There's just merch all over the couch, and she's just standing there, just like, I need to throw all of this into a black hole.
Oh, I would love to take it. Please.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, go for it. You take whatever you want. I just do not want this stuff anymore.
Oh, excellent. Pilkins just, grabs all of it in one giant armful. And he's
when
like,
you do, you actually see that one of the things that kind of like flows to the top of this pile is a large blue box that says 32 ballpoint pens on it.
"Oh my god, incredible! I'm gonna write that down." Is there like a company logo T-shirt and hat?
Oh yeah.
Basically,
yeah.
Pilkins wants to go and like change into this entire Nerdostra or Astra Incorporated outfit.
So Pilkins shows up in his the pants that he normally has, which are these pantaloon puffy things. But he has Astra Inc. branded flip flops, in an Astra Inc. T-shirt, an Astra Inc. Little visor hat.
Incredible visor.
Lucia,
There's
He's
also
not-
there's also
not
like a
looking
lanyard.
at you. Sorry, Pilkins.
There's
Look
a
elsewhere in the
lanyard that
room.
goes around his neck. It's neon yellow, and it
Oh
ends
my
in
God.
this
Oh.
little like plastic holder that has a little graphic inside that says "I love Astra Inc."
I was going to
this is-
ask what the color scheme of all
it's
this.
neon yellow and black.
Oh my god. This is not my normal look, but it's surprisingly comfortable.
Pilkins.
What do you guys think?
I think you're going
I
to
think it
have
looks great.
I mean,
Thanks.
you're going to have a very hard time hiding in that, but you also look good in it, so I'm not going to complain.
It's like I belong here. I feel pretty good.
At that point, Mrs. Fox goes, I assume since you returned that you have found something?
I point to Alicia because I'm assuming she's the one that has the.
Yeah, I'll have taken
Pilkins
the
hands her the
transcription. Yeah. So she'll read the transcription, and then she'll look at everybody and be like, "So now it's familiar because I've heard it before."
And Mrs.
I mean,
Fox goes, "What?"
How long
The-
do you have to wait before something that sounds familiar is creepy and not, oh, I just heard it 5 minutes ago?
They said it was familiar, but
Yeah.
I mean, I guess maybe it's just kind of like other prophecies.
I mean,
Like, I guess prophecies sort of have a shared sort of thematic language with each other.
that's true. That could be.
I mean, this
odd.
one doesn't rhyme. It's not in iambic pentameter, so I don't know it.
No, it's
Yeah.
almost as if some guy just sat there at his desk and hoped it sounded good.
Honestly, never heard a prophecy before, so this is weird. Try to stray away from them. Not a man of, set rules in the world. I'm more of a go with the flow type.
Mrs. Fox does look over at the transcription though, and studies it for a moment and says, "In the center it slumbers."
So, where is the center of the multiverse?
What is it?
I don't know. As for the center of the multiverse, that is a question that has been asked for eons,
Uh-oh.
and I think I might know where we can find out. Who's up for a bit of travel again?
You say travel, but I suspect you mean adventure.
I mean, yeah.
Well, actually, out of all of them, this one probably has the least chance for adventure as long as everything goes well.
Oh, well, now you just cursed it all. Thank you. Thank you very much.
She knocks on wood nearby. Yeah, just
Pilkins, it's not that we're going on a new adventure. This is still the same Save the Entire Universe one. So we're not bringing you on a new adventure. We're still on the old one. If that helps.
I suppose, but in a way that's even worse, because I'm trapped in a big adventure that's made up of lots of little adventures, so it's even more adventures. And my greatest hope is to finish this adventure and get back to my serene, placid life.
I did not realize we were doing adventure Matryoshka dolls, but you're not wrong. Okay, then I'm up for travel, if only to get Pilkins back to his boring life.
Thank you.
lovely. And she snaps her fingers, and the front door shuts, and the house begins to move again. It goes for a little while, not as long as some of the other trips, and eventually comes to a halt again. And you can see out the windows are the star-spotted backdrop of the of space, and Mrs. Fox walks over to the door and opens it, and she says, "Don't worry, you can breathe out here. It's fine." And she points towards a spot in space, and it's a little hard to see at first because it is, for the most part, this just empty black void. But occasionally, blocking the light of distant stars and galaxies, you see something slowly moving through the darkness. And when you get a good look at it, it looks like this massive black pillar that is just slowly moving through space.
Is that the thing that slumbers? That's hungering.
Mrs. Fox says, "No, it's slumbering in a way, but no, it's not. It's not like that. It's not really an entity. It's more of a process." For folks, just to give you a good image in your head, if you've played Halo Combat Evolved, it looks like the Pillar of Autumn, essentially. Just it's that kind of ship shape where it's like long and whatnot.
So this is where we're going to finish this fight.
Well, this is where we're going to go to hopefully find out some information. Just wanted to give you an idea of what we were going to be in. And she closes the door again, snaps. The house moves very quickly and comes to a stop again. She opens the door and steps out. And now the house is in a fairly large room. It has 20-foot high ceilings. The house is still kind of squished in to fit. And it is all completely made of metal, like this kind of dark greenish metal. The floor is this I don't actually know what you say for it. It doesn't matter.
Is it solid or is it a grate?
It's solid. Oh yeah, great. That's what I was thinking. It's like a grate.
Okay.
The walls have like piping and wires going around, and on the opposite wall from where you all are exiting the house, the wall is completely covered in these screens and flashing little lights and switches and knobs, and there's kind of one center screen in the middle, and you hear a voice that kind of projects from that wall, and as it speaks, text appears in green letters on the screen, and it says, "Oh, hello. Wasn't really expecting anybody."
Hi.
Hi.
You guys have we been here before? I just know this place.
I had the same feeling.
With the wall and the talking and
It's uncanny.
why?
Why? Well, I mean, okay, Uthal, you've been plenty of places, but
That's true.
Helgans?
Yeah.
But I haven't. Yes.
Yeah, why
Huh.
would you be here? It's
I don't know. I kind of feel the same way. I remember getting my claws stuck in the grate the last time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mrs. Fox is like, okay, we're going to figure that out after a moment. But anyways,
Yeah, one problem at a time.
Yeah,
It's
yep,
universe
yep.
and then Uthal and then this.
Well, we can put me on the
Right.
bottom of the list.
Uthal, nobody puts Uthal in a corner.
Mrs. Fox says, this is a computer. It's not very common on your worlds, but it's essentially a giant machine that's constantly thinking. And
Oh, like a Warforged.
yes, this is a very, 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 very large Warforged. And it has been trying to find the center of the multiverse for a very, very long time. In fact, the civilization that created it entangled this ship with the others from other universes in order to search the multiverse for the center of it.
Oh, that's smart.
And the computer goes, yeah, it's extremely boring work. Really, really boring. Just staring into different places and going, huh.
It sounds wonderful.
But think of the satisfaction when you do find it.
Exactly.
Well, I've been searching for it for about... Oh no, I've lost count. I'm a computer and I've lost count. That's probably not good.
A little
That's
worrying.
impressive.
Mrs.
How
Fox.
reliable is this computer?
Mrs. Fox says, yes, oh, as a heads up, the computer's name is Long Look. Long Look, have you happened to have discovered the center of the multiverse? And
Yeah, we kind of need to find it to save the multiverse, which is ironic in a way.
Long look lets a sigh out, which doesn't get projected onto the screen, and says, "No, by my calculations, it'll still be another 432 years until I find it."
Don't think we probably have that long.
Although in the grand scheme of things, that's really short. But in our lives, yeah, that's gonna. I don't know if we have 400 and some odd years before everything is destroyed and there's no longer a center.
That's disappointing. Kind of sounds like my entire existence is gonna be for naught. Joy.
I mean, I know this is a really boring job, but once you're done, if you need any help with like job satisfaction, I have this really great therapist on the Radiant Citadel. I can point you in that direction because you sound very depressed.
Do they see entire spaceships?
I mean, they welcome everybody, so why not?
Maybe. But alas, that will still have to wait 432 years, give or take a month.
Okay. Is there anything we can do to speed that up a bit?
Yeah, we could help.
When you say that, Mrs. Fox goes, "Okay, now I've got that deja vu thing, and I think I know what we can do." Long look, just keep... Yeah, everyone with me into the house.
All right, we'll be back. Bye.
And so you all, including Wit, go back into the house and follow Mrs. Fox up the stairs and to a network of hallways that is above that doesn't quite seem to go along with the geometry of the house that you know of the first level. There seems to be more of it than there is down there.
Well, I mean, obviously. That's how the really good houses work. Yeah, let's see his opinion.
And eventually comes to a cord hanging from the ceiling. She walks up to it and pulls it, and the trap door comes down, and a ladder falls from it. And she says, "Up here, it's where I keep the good stuff." She starts climbing up the ladder.
Good stuff, like all the best whiskey, and I'll climb up.
and holiday holiday decorations.
Even better tea.
Actually, yeah, when you do get up there is a lot of holiday decorations of all sorts, holidays you've never heard of. And of course, they're all in either green and red tubs or orange and black tubs. That's it. That's the only colors.
That reminds me, I got to get ready for midwinter the next time I'm on Faerun.
And she walks around a few things and over to a window. It is this circle window with 4 panels in it, and it's shining light down on a little end table near it. And on the end table is a red button. The button is on a kind of square piece of metal, and there is a cube of glass over it. And she walks over to it and goes, "Okay, so, as a warning, things might get a little weird. More weird than normal. And Pilkins, I know, calm down. It'll be fine.
I think when Pilkins sees the red button, he gets that massive feeling of deja vu, and he like as soon as he climbs up, pops his head up, sees it, and he's like, nope, and he begins trying to climb down. But I guess Uthal's coming after him.
Uthal's probably just gonna push you back up.
Just gonna grab your leg and just like, let's go, buddy.
I mean, for once I'm with Pilkins. What?
So this button is it's an impossible field. It essentially allows things in a given area to break kind of everything. If you press the button with an intention, it will do its best to form the reality of the universe around you to that. However, it does take a little bit of time. And so reality is going to get strange for a little while until we can get back to this button and press it again when it is ready. Once that happens, reality will fix itself and the intention will hopefully come true. And so I'm going to press this with the intention that 432 years, give or take a month, has passed for that computer and not for the rest of this universe.
Oh.
That way, we can leave the house and find out where the center of the multiverse is, and we will not have to have gone through the 432 years, give or take a month.
What about like the intention that when we walk out of the house by like crazy random happenstance, we're at the center of the universe?
Because
Does that work?
It's only within a small area of it.
Oh, okay.
It can affect the reality there, but trying to get to other places, it gets a little more messy. Things get a little unraveled. It's not great.
Oh, okay. What about the intention of the Warforged just finding the answer without needing to go 432 years, give or take a month?
That's exactly what I'm essentially trying to do. Where like it gets the answer, and no time will have passed for us other than the time between pressing the button.
But everything's gonna get broken between now and then.
A little bit.
I don't like the sound of that. That makes me very nervous.
Yeah,
I've pressed this button several times, and
Several.
Things happen. And it'll be fine.
Button looks a lot smaller than I remember.
Have you pressed this button before, Uthal?
What?
This is a very weird day.
I mean, we can let you press it again if you want.
Oh.
But
No,
Can I press it?
No,
Let me press the button. Let me press it.
Okira, is that wise?
Have intentions.
I feel like the
Press
intention.
that button.
I feel like Uthal's gonna press the button no matter what, so we might as well like
you can
direct
press
him
it
to
the
a
second
certain
time, and she opens it and presses it.
And
And
then there's just the.
there is a bright flash of light.
Oh, always.
Sorry,
my eyes.
I was going back to my notes and I just laughed because I looked at it and it said 432 years, give or take a month.
Yeah.
Okay, so the bright flash of light happens and your vision starts to come back to you and you're aware of hearing things. There's this kind of ever-present humming sound. Just kind of lower than that, like just kind of in the background. There's little beeps and bloops that are softly happening, and you are kind of aware of people talking. And eventually, as
What, like familiar voices or
no,
okay.
And when vision fully comes back to you, you find yourself standing in a room with a bunch of other people. The room is kind of round shaped with a chair in the middle with two other chairs flanking it. There are people that are on seem to be at control panels kind of towards the front of the room where there's this massive window that looks out into space. And you all find yourself in different outfits. You all or the outfits that are actually matching the other people in this room. So there is a man, a human man, standing there in a red and black uniform. There is wait, let me see this. There is a warforged that is standing nearby in a blue and black uniform. A tiefling that is also in blue and black, another orc, but this guy is in yellow and black. And then lastly, there is at one of the control panels up ahead, there is what was he? It's another human, and she is wearing a red and black uniform. Actually, the first guy, when you look at the two reds, you actually see that the first guy, his is actually more maroon. It's a darker red than the person at the control panel. You all are standing there, and you are all in red and black uniforms. But then Orkira and Uthal, you notice something kind of weird. Your perspective is off. You seem shorter. And Orkira, you look at your hands, and they're made out of like cloth.
Ah.
And Pilkins and Elysia and Wit and Mrs. Fox look down and find that Uthal and Orkira are puppets.
Why? Why?
But Elysia and Pilkins, you two are normal. Wit is normal. Mrs. Fox is normal. But Uthal and Orkira are about about 3.5 feet tall. And made out of cloth.
I'm squishy.
Akira,
Why am I squishy?
I think I think they turned you into a puppet.
Worse than that, I'm squishy.
Like, kind of
Yeah.
adorable.
Does she
Weird.
feel like cloth?
Yeah, she does. You
Sorry,
kind
Kiara,
of
I
like
had
squeeze like one of her horns a little bit, and you can feel that there's stuffing in there.
Oh, that's very weird. No one is supposed to be able to do that.
Sorry, I won't do it again.
I mean,
Why does this seem oddly familiar, too?
Enough with the familiar. Like, clearly you just had like weird dreams last night, but
Yeah.
it's not helping anything, is it? So
I'm gonna reach back
we're
and
just like, oh yeah, no, I don't think we need to. I don't think that's going to be a concern right now. I think more of a concern is and gestures at everything else.
no, I'm very concerned about this and myself, and I want to reach back and like grab one of my wings. Is it still a functional thing, or is
no,
it? Just...
it's just kind of it's puppetry.
Is my
There might
sword
be like a little
puppetry
wire
too?
that's going through the skeletal part of it.
I'm gonna be even more awkward than normal. What's going on?
Is my
Yeah.
sword a puppet fabric thing too?
No, it is a smaller version of your sword.
Oh,
But it's a
pull it
real
up.
sword.
Oh,
well, don't cut
wonder what.
yourself with the.
happened
No.
when
I mean, you
poke my
could
hand with it.
you could say that about us when we're not puppets.
yeah.
I kind of want to summon some fire, and I'm also very nervous.
Yeah.
Well, before you do that, the woman that is at the front control panel says, "Captain, the Thrycreen. I can't say Thrycreen. It's one of the hardest things for me to say in D&D. The Thrycreen are hailing us." And the man in the maroon uniform says on screen, and the window of space gets overtaken with this image of this Thrycreen person who has like this like heavy metal look to the outfit that they have. There's like an eye patch that's metal covering their eye, and there's like this like the background of a very nasty looking ship behind him, and it starts talking in this Thrycreen language. And then another voice comes over it that translates it for you all into common. And it says, "Bring us the mixture or we destroy your ship."
Bring them the mixture immediately.
We've kind of arrived in the middle of a thing. Should we just like walk away?
Yeah.
I
just
agree.
like
Yes.
let them deal with it.
Where's the button?
Yeah.
Miss Fox, where's the button?
Is Miss Fox around?
Mrs. Fox says, "Stop moving, just play along. As long as doesn't notice that we're weird, everything should be fine. Just play
Oh,
along."
we gotta.
I don't know.
blend
I'm a-
in. Okay.
Ow.
I'm
I
a
feel-
puppet.
I feel really
I
uncomfortable in these
understand
red and black
it's a little
outfits.
Weird, but these people don't actually exist. It is being created by the button, and as long as they don't become aware that we don't belong here, everything should be fine.
What happens when that is broken? Because I'm a piece of cloth.
It just go along with it, and it might not even be weird to them.
I feel like this red and black outfit paints us as targets, clearly. I feel very vulnerable in this.
The captain says to the Thrycreen, this is like, "My name is Captain Ivan of the United Earthsphere Alliance. We have the ingredients on our ship in order to bring you the mixture. We just need to get it together. Just give us a bit of time, and we will get it over to your ship through our transporter as quickly as possible." And the Thrycreen sits there for a moment, and one of its mandibles kind of ticks, and it says, "You have 30 minutes." And then the image goes back to space.
Oh, that's very rude. It's not enough time to do anything.
It depends on what the mixture is.
and
I
at
mean,
that
it sounds like
point-
an important mixture.
Captain Ivan turns and looks at all of you, and he says, This is a dangerous assignment, but I believe in all of you that you can do this. Report to the science. What do they call that one? The science room? The science center? I don't know. Science center. We're gonna go with that because it makes me think of my childhood. Report to the science center and assemble the mixture and get it to the teleporter as quickly as possible.
Yes, Captain. I will go do that right now.
Damn it, Captain! I'm a doctor, not a scientist. I don't know how to. Never mind.
Kara quickly looks at Pilk and is like, "That's my line."
Oh, I love it. After he says that, the doors that are behind you kind of open up, and you can see that there is a hallway outside.
Just so we're sure, the mixture, like, we want to follow the right directions for like the proportions. So which directions are the ones we want to use?
Yeah, the captain just kind of stares at you for a moment and goes, "What do you mean?"
I mean, is there a science officer for us to ask for guidance from?
Well, no, you just go do the mixture and bring it back. He looks very confused when you're saying this. And Mrs. Fox, by the way, Mrs. Fox is also in a maroon uniform, and she steps forward. She's like, "Oh, Captain Ivan, they're new here. No need to worry. I'm sure they will." And she kind of looks over at you all. Go to the science center and make the mixture and take it to the teleporter. It will be fine. She's just nodding at you.
Yep, sounds good. Rookies, am I right? And I start like nudging, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Pilkins gives Mrs. Fox such a look, and he knocks on wood like furiously as he's walking away.
Don't worry, guys. I know the mixture. I can go do it.
And Uthal starts to
Puppet
move
boy.
away, and literally just like this like little puppet running across the, like, his feet aren't even really touching the ground. Just, I got it, don't worry.
Don't you guys worry.
Hey, wait up! And Orkira's gonna follow, but it's gonna be way more awkward and a lot of stumbling, and the tail is gonna get in the way.
Or Kira, do you want me to carry you?
I mean, it might take forever to get to wherever we're going if I gotta do this. So yeah.
Wit, who is in a blue uniform, is just like, "I'm gonna go with them, and that's normal." And the bridge just stares at him, and he goes, "Cool." And he just turns around and leaves.
Okay, LSC is gonna pick Orkira up.
How tall is Orkira at this point?
like
what?
3.5 feet.
And I'm
Wow.
assuming she wouldn't be too heavy because
No.
of being made
No.
of stuffing.
Absolutely not.
Interesting.
So I'm thinking like she's gonna carry her unless she like objects, but kind of like a big like teddy bear where you sort of have an arm across their belly and they're sort of like this. And it'll
mean-
squish your wings a little bit, but
I mean, at this
Cloth.
point, my wings are extra useless. So whatever makes the most sense. Let's go find the button.
Okay. So yeah, you go into this curving hallway with multiple doors that look identical to the ones that you left the bridge on.
This is the weirdest spelljammer I've ever been in.
Yeah. You do pass a few other people that seem to be part of the ship in matching uniforms, and they kind of give you a nod as you walk by. And you're going by the doors, and even Wit is like going up to a few of them. Is like, "All right, maybe this is the science center," and just pressing the door, and it's like, "All right, I guess it's not." And eventually, though, you come around the curve, and as you walk by one of the doors, they open up. And there inside seems to be what looks like a science center. There are beakers. There's Bunsen burners that named after someone you have no idea who they are. And
Ethel's gonna put on a lab coat. Just
there is absolutely a lab coat. Yeah, absolutely.
A tiny lab coat or an oversized one?
it's oversized. It's too big on him, so it's like flapping all the way like far behind him, like a wedding dress. And he's just like, "Let's go, guys.
Don't worry, I've got this."
Don't worry, I'm a scientist."
Time to science.
This room is empty of people, but there is, sitting on one of the tables, there is this large black stone bowl that when you kind of look at it and move around, there's like iridescent colors to the rock itself. And near it, there are 6 vials of colored liquid. And Wit goes, well, those are liquids that you could put into a mixture.
Why is it so weird to ask for a recipe? Wouldn't people who lived here have a recipe?
I don't.
Let's just throw them all in the bowl and be done with this.
There is.
I agree.
Well, seriously, there is a note next to it.
Okay.
And Alicia runs there like, oh, instructions, and it says use only 4.
Why are there always the worst signs in places? I keep telling people, like, you need to put a sign. Everyone wants to keep things like secret or safe, and they're like, we won't tell anybody what it is. Like, a sign here or a note that actually has information would be real, real good.
Yeah, whoever wrote this note clearly knows which 4, but why would they just not share with us which 4?
Maybe it's a trick and they want us to use 5.
I know this is off topic real quick, but the whole thing of like, why doesn't anyone leave a note? You just made me think of like, man, you know, if Gandalf had never come back, like Frodo didn't write on that envelope. Like some Baggins down the line was just like, cool ring.
You know how you can watch a whole bunch of modern movies and be like, none of this movie would have happened if one of these people had a cell phone. Leaving signs and notes is kind of the fantasy equivalent. The number of times that it's been like, if there was only a sign here saying what this was.
Well, I mean, we even have communicators, right? Like, well, in this pseudo world that might be inspired by another world.
Legally distinct.
Legally distinct.
Sending buttons? Sending buttons.
Yeah, sending buttons.
Actually, a voice does come through this little badge that you have on your chest.
Whoa!
And it's Mrs. Fox, and she goes, okay, I slipped away from them for a little bit, but I'm gonna need to get back there. I'm pretty sure that what the impossible button did is it put us into a well, my husband called them a TV show, and he told me about this one a bunch of times. I don't remember the name of it. It's something about moving through space. I don't know, but I think we just kind of have to go along with it, and everything will be fine. So just make the mixture and then get it to the teleporter, and we're good.
Which she Lucy is trying to like talk to it. Like which colors? Which colors?
Mrs. Fox goes, I don't know, and none of them will tell me. They just look at me real weird. It's almost as if they expect us to just know that in the same way. Like their role is not to know. Our role is to know. I don't understand. It's kind of like I said, things are going to get weird.
Weirder than being a puppet.
Yes.
What an odd quote-unquote TV show. It includes puppets and this sort of traffic.
Puppets in space with a TV thing. I don't know what that all is about. Did you at least find out what is the mixture supposed to do?
Apparently the mixture, when it is done correctly, just kind of mists softly, and it is a relaxing scent to the Thri-kreen that will calm them down and not attack Earth.
Okay. Alicia, bring me on over to all the vials. Bring me over.
I love it so much. Okay, so the vials, they are different colored mixtures, and it is purple, blue, green, yellow, red, and maroon.
I would like to put on my doctor hat.
Okay.
Orkira is a doctor, not a puppet, but apparently she's a puppet too. And I want to examine all 6 of these mixtures and try to figure out what they are, in the same way that, she would examine any kind of medical thing to figure out, what is this thing?
They all seem to be the same consistency. They're just like slightly viscous. but pretty liquidy. There is no cap to these vials. Would Orkira like sniff them?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
she won't touch, but she'll sniff.
Okay.
Can Elicia be a wolf? Does it work?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Put me down first. Put me down. Put me down.
Yeah.
Well, I assumed that Elicia like sat you on the table next to the vials or something.
Oh, perfect.
Oh my god.
Perfect,
It's kind of
perfect.
So
cute
then-
imagining you hanging from Wolf Elicia's mouth though. Like just dangling.
I mean, Elicia wouldn't do that.
I mean,
She
that,
knows that she'd slobber.
and you know what? If we gotta run, that's okay. But at the moment, I need to be on the counter, not under it.
So a wolf in a United Earth Sphere Alliance uniform is now in the room.
Well, so she does remove take her clothes away when she changes, but I'm figuring like maybe she's got like a dog bandana.
Yeah. It's a
Aw.
collar. It's a collar.
Yeah.
and it's got the little badge on it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So the two of you, Lisa, you can smell this pretty clearly from where you are. The purple one smells like cotton candy. The blue one smells like fresh air. The green one smells like garbage. The yellow smells like steamed vegetables of a mixed sort. And the red one smells like campfire. And the maroon one smells like bad fish.
Bad fish. Orkira hangs out by the red one probably a little longer than she needs to.
I think
Wait,
Elicia is gonna growl at the bad fish. Don't put that one in.
But we can't tell like what kind of liquids these are. Are they, what they're meant to do? Does anybody can anybody identify things? I don't know how to do that without doing science things, which I guess is what you do here.
Let's see. You could give me.
I mean, I can do a lot of medicine. I don't have any science.
Yeah. Let's do medicine.
Orkira says to the voice in her head. Okay, 21.
Nice.
Yeah. No. There's nothing really to kind of go off of with those. Considering that they're fairly identical except for their color and scent. You do think that there's probably something more to do with the color than the scent.
Oh, is this the kind of thing where we need to do color theory? I've always been really bad about that. And she
But we
indicated
need
well,
4 of them.
we're all wearing the legally distinct uniforms. Shoot. She's gonna point at her outfit, which if the new one that she has is kind of in contrasting colors. She's like, I just go with what's pretty.
Do we happen to know if the Thrycreen have like a favorite color?
Roll.
Was there
Roll a. We'll do nature.
Ooh.
Or history,
17.
I guess. History is good, too.
Hey.
17. The Thrycreen, you think they like green?
From some of my recollections, I once read that the Thrycreen really gravitate towards the green color. We
Okay,
have a
but this-
liquid.
Yeah, but this smells awful. We're gonna be mixing. Do any of these other colors make green? Because green right now smells like the potty.
Perhaps they find that relaxing.
Wolf's gonna growl again.
In my medical knowledge of Thrycreen, do they find garbage relaxing?
Who knows in this impossible universe?
That's true.
Yeah. Wait, if we're supposed to just be playing along, why don't we just mix 4 of any of them and just say we did it? And then, when you did it, we're done.
I mean, that's
Or
kind of
we can mix all of them and see what happens.
Elsie is gonna be a half elf again, so she can talk, and she's gonna say, "Why don't we mix the ones that don't smell terrible?"
purple, blue, yellow, and red. Leave the 2 bad smells out. I mean, that's as good as anything I can think of.
I think that is a good idea. I was sort of debating with myself whether I like the smell of steamed veggies or campfires. I think Pilkins does, especially
I
steamed
like
veggies.
campfires,
But I do
yeah.
not like the smell of steamed vegetables myself.
Well, also, I think we're
Yeah.
supposed to be making a thing that does smoke, like one of those incense things that makes all the smoke. And steamed veggies make smoke, and campfire
So do
makes smoke.
campfires, yeah.
Yeah, and air is just see-through smoke, and cotton candy looks like smoke. So
Let's
how
do
about
it.
that?
We got
Yeah.
it for.
All right.
I like it.
So what are the colors you're picking?
Purple, blue, yellow, and red.
Okay. So your puppet hands grab the.
Oh no, Orkira's gonna point
Oh, okay. Who's,
because I
who's-
imagine these
who's
vials
pouring
are like almost the third
I'll
of
do
her
it.
size.
Well,
I'll do it.
The
I don't.
scientist.
I don't know that Alicia trusts
Uthal
Uthal to
do
do
it.
it.
No,
So
that's
she's gonna
fine.
like come and like get them. She's not gonna like knock them out of the way because they might.
No,
spill
no,
them,
no.
But
Don't touch me. I'm working.
but don't put them all in, because if we need to try again, like if we use them all up on the first go, then
Oh,
That's-
you want me to like put a little bit?
yes.
Pilkins
right.
will also hold the two that are not being used. Just in
Wit
case.
walks over and pulls out a pair of small puppet spectacles and puts them on Uthal.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Let's do this. I'm just gonna pour in like a quarter.
Okay.
I think sounds about right.
Okay, a quarter
Of each one.
You go through.
My little puppet hands.
pour the vials in there one by one, and the last one you're just like, okay, I gotta get this just right.
Just
And you pour just a quarter of it in, and as the last drop hits the liquid that is in this bowl now, it starts rolling mist off of the surface and over the edge of the bowl.
doctor.
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 Looks like we've succeeded in making the thing.
The mixture.
If I give it a good
Mixture.
Hooray.
if I
thing.
give the mist a good sniff, what does it smell like?
It smells like a fog machine.
Oh,
So
one.
dry
Gross.
ice.
I was about to say, is it dry ice
Yeah,
or is
it
it?
smells like dry ice.
Oh, it's got that weird. I think we did it, Doctor. Okay,
Doctor?
let's
Wit
bring this.
Doctor.
I guess this is right.
We're gonna find out.
I think if we just believe, it'll be right. I'm just gonna pick it up and start walking. Let's go.
I mean, that is how.
Is it too heavy for the puppet?
Nope. He's lifting it inexplicably.
Let's go give the captain the good news.
Okay.
We're not supposed to give it to the captain. We're supposed to give it to the Thrycreen, right?
The transporter room.
The transporter.
We're apparently gonna get teleported.
Oh,
All right. Yeah, lead us that way. I'm just gonna.
that's what
Like
happens
here?
in that room.
All right.
Or did you want to walk?
I'm walking with it. I'm just holding it like this. It's a little bit big for me, so I'm just like. Eh.
So you.
But we've
you-
established that somehow Uthal is like a muppet and can scamper, and Orkira just tumbles, and so she has no shame whenever Alicia is just like, "Would you?"
Or
And
Kira walks around like 7-year-old Trevor, who got really into puppetry for a little while, tried to get the puppets to walk. Didn't really match.
she keeps getting
It's
caught on
kinda
her own
floated.
body.
Everything just feels weird. It's all squishy. I'm not supposed to be squishy. But thank you.
So you turn and go up to the door that opens up, and nothing registers as wrong until all of you are out of the room, and then you're like, wait a minute, this isn't the place that we left. And this hallway is now full of people, young people though. They all seem to be like teenagers, and it's a brightly lit hall. It's kind of echoey. There's tile on the floor. This weird ceiling with little holes in it that have like fluorescent lights going down. And there's these metal doors that go up and down the hall. And y'all look at yourselves, and you're no longer in uniforms. You are in the very hip fashion of the 90s. And Uthal, Puppet Uthal,
Okay.
Puppet 90s Uthal.
That's gonna be
Is
my next
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
is not
Backwards
holding-
hat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, come on. Oversized Osiris, legally distinct Osiris shoes. But you're no longer holding the steaming bowl. You're actually holding this large piece of cardboard that has a diorama of apparently an erupting volcano that you've got there.
Oh, looks like home.
Oh,
and yeah,
okay.
you all are just kind of dressed in this kind of like weird fashion, except for Wit. Wit, who's still a mind flayer, is in kind of a business casual kind of look. He's got like a tweed jacket on. And he suddenly has
elbow
glasses.
patches?
Yeah, oh yeah, he's got the elbow patches, absolutely. And he just kind of stops and goes, "What just happened?"
What?
Oh.
What? I mean, why,
I'm like-
why do my clothes get to change and I don't get to be not squishy anymore?
I don't know.
Why are my
Nothing
jeans
wrong
so
with being a
baggy?
puppet.
Why are my jeans so baggy?
What is
are
this
these-
music that's playing? It's Hanson.
Legally distinct Hanson.
Oh, sorry. Chanson.
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 Pop. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
Pop.
Oh god, that's so good.
Does
And
anybody see a Thrycreen?
no, there's just a bunch of little kids. Is that what these are? Teenagers? Oh god, they're teenagers. Oh no.
Are they all humans, or is there a variety?
Oh,
pack of people?
there's a variety of fantasy races in here,
but they're
Do they
all.
look-
but they're all like teenagers.
Do they look like approachable teenagers or like intimidating ones?
Uh,
Are they ever?
I'm gonna go with like all teenagers are like slightly intimidating. So yeah, especially for Pilkins, none of them are approachable. Not a
Oh.
single one.
Hello, fellow
Don't-
kids.
Yeah. Pilkins has a skateboard slung over his shoulder.
Oh God! I hope they don't force me to ride this.
Or Kira reaches in her bag to pull out her holy symbol, and it's a trapper keeper.
A legally
happened to my
distinct Lisa
book?
Frank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Lisa Frank.
Okay. Now what?
Wit goes, well, I know they said teleporter, but we don't, this hallway does seem to be going in like the same direction. It's not as curved. What if we just tried to get back to the bridge? Mrs. Fox is there and he presses where the badge was and it's not there anymore. Maybe we can find her and find out where the teleporter room is?
Or maybe we should just like try to go towards the bridge, but then like somebody else will be there who will give us more orders. Because if we're somewhere
Yeah.
else, maybe we'll just like get new orders.
Yeah.
Maybe, but let's remember
If
they're
this is
only going to
something-
give us half orders.
If this is something that has to happen, then there's going to be someone that tells us we're going the wrong way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any direction that's away from these teenagers, please.
They are going in all directions. Like they're
Oh
they're,
my
they're, they're this
goodness.
sea of teenagers.
They're not so bad, Pilkins. I'll translate for you. Alicia
Thank
is
you.
like, she's in her mid-20s, so she's like, yeah, I'm so mature compared to them. But
What when Orc walks by Pilkins and gives him a nod, it's like, sick board, dude.
Pilkins, just nod. Pilkins, just nod.
But he called my board ill.
Don't disagree. Listen. If I know anything about teenagers, I know nothing about teenagers. Just smile and nod.
He does the smile and nod, and the guy's just like, all right. I'm not basing this on any of the children I went to school with.
I'm having high school flashbacks, and I love and hate you, Trevor. Really. Like now, I'm gonna have to commission Luke for more art and put Orkira in stonewashed baggy jeans and a tie-dye T-shirt, carrying a backpack.
The trapper keeper.
Oh.
Yeah,
the trapper
I want-
keeper with
yeah.
the phoenix symbol on
The
the
Phoenix symbol on it. I love it.
I want Uthal to look like the guy from Saved by the Bell.
Which one?
Yeah, which one? Are you going for a Zach
what's
Morris?
his name?
AC
like,
Slater.
Uthal has to have hair then. Like if you're going for Zach Morris, then you gotta have hair. But anywho, so
Are we still felt puppets or
Yeah.
have? Oh, okay.
yeah.
But like nobody is like
No
giving
one
them
is
a second
drawing
look.
any attention to them at all.
Okay, huh?
Yep.
Is the volcano that Uthal is currently holding actively bubbling like it
Yes.
is about to explode?
Yes.
Well, we've got
Oh,
DM, I am an expert in volcanoes. I'm just gonna put it out there. Orkira is absolutely a volcano expert. Can she tell how long before this thing decides to explode?
You got a couple minutes.
we have a couple minutes, and then things are going to get real fun, but probably not in a way that any of you are happy with.
it sounds like we need to make haste. Perhaps we should use this vehicle that I have on my shoulder in order to traverse down the hallway quickly.
Put Uthal on
Wit
it.
walks in front of you.
Well,
and is
put
like
all
that,
of us on
that
it."
sounds like a terrible idea. I'm just gonna walk ahead like I know what I'm doing, and I think the children might move. So let's just go like we're going to the bridge and see what happens.
Okay.
All right.
So Wit kind of like straightens up and just walks out into the sea, and sure enough, these kids just kind of like move out of the way, and he's just like, all right, just follow me, everything's fine. And
Oh,
Uh-oh.
a mixture of people who are way higher than the rest of the students, and then two people who are way shorter than the rest of the students make their way through the hallways of the school.
And two puppets.
Yep.
yeah.
You kind of follow the hallways, and kind of as Wit was saying, like it's not curved like the hallway you are in before, but it does turn at a certain point, so it does kind of feel like you're going in that same direction towards the bridge. There's something happening in chat, and I don't know what is. Oh my god! It is just a picture of Slater. Good lord, that man.
AC Slater.
Yep.
That's gonna be
Like the
Uthal.
same
Slater.
pose, but
Yes.
it's
Same
Uthal.
pose, same face, Uthal. I'm just gonna say Uthal on the bottom. I need to get in contact with Luke.
Hold on, I'm gonna get it.
No. You got his email. You got his email.
Please tell me, Alicia, that her hair is just gigantic.
No. Elysia's got the really here I'm putting a picture. She's got the like baby
Oh, you've
doll
already
dress.
found a picture. I love this.
Oh god. Oh no, I ruined everything.
And so she's got the sort of like her hair's like long and kind of straight and got like a little barrette, like because it's real
I
cutesy.
love it. So good.
That's amazing.
Okay, and you all follow the hallways until eventually you come to a door, and Wit stops at it and goes, "Okay, I think this is it. I think this is kind of where the bridge was, but also," and he points at the door. All the doors have had like a pane of glass in them that is opaque, and there's a name on the door. Did I put? It just says Miss V. But it's just the letter V. It's not VEE like the person Lauren and I know.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
And surprise guest star.
Yeah. I didn't have V waiting in the wings.
I wouldn't put it past you,
yeah,
though. That would be awesome.
And he says this is the only door that has had a name on it, and I think that maybe that this is the only door that might matter. So
Do it.
Yeah, I mean, we got to get out of this hallway before everybody gets covered in magma.
okay, so you open the door and go inside. It is a empty classroom. And picture a 90s classroom in your head. You've nailed it. It's those chairs with the little desks that are attached to them, all in a row. There's a big desk at the center or at the front with a chalkboard behind it, and there is a woman in this kind of flowery dress with black hair in a bun, just setting out papers on the different desks. And when you all come in, she stops and she goes, "I'm sorry, the class isn't supposed to start yet. I don't recognize any of you. What's going on?" And what kind of goes over, these are new students to the school, and I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher, and I found them in the hallway, and they should be in class, so I brought them here. And she's like, "But class hasn't started yet." And he goes, "That is a reasonable response to that." And then Uthal's volcano blows up.
I was about to say. I think this whole time in the background, Orkira's just like
the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in Ghostbusters, just this explosion of foam everywhere. All over the classroom. And Wit's just kind of standing there as just like the dude in Ghostbusters, when it's just like the bunch of marshmallow just down over him, and he's like, "And they brought a science experiment." And the teacher, her expression changes, and she is just like, "How dare you? How dare you? Do you know how?" And she's starting to walk towards you, and the paper in her hand is getting crumpled. She's like, "I have worked so hard to make this look good." And her face is contorting, and it's starting to stretch, and the bones are changing in her cheek and becoming sharper, and her eyes are starting to glow red, and then you can see two fangs in her mouth grow as into a shape that you might call a vampire. And we're gonna roll initiative now.
I guess we used the wrong mixture after all.
Yeah, this is supposed to be burning lava, not this foam stuff. I don't
Foam
understand.
stuff.
Did he say it was marshmallow?
You know what? Sure.
is it
it's
actual marshmallow, or were you just
you know what?
okay?
Absolutely, it's marshmallow.
Then you know what? That natural one that I just rolled makes a lot of sense because Orkira is just, she's upset, but then she's also not really upset, but she's very confused, and all of her attention is on what's left of the volcano. Like, oh, like I like the marshmallow fluff, but what happened to my volcano?
Uthal, what'd you get?
I got a 13. Puppet Uthal's just running around with this volcano.
Elysia.
21.
Okay. Pilkins.
23.
Nice.
Ooh, and Orkira.
3.
Okay. It is actually the teacher's turn first, and she is going to lunge through the air at Uthal because he was the one holding the
the
thing. And
Did she pass me on the way?
she actually passes Wit. So the thing is, Wit doesn't actually have a weapon on him right now. He's just gonna try and grab her and stop her, but we'll see what happens. He actually rolled fairly well. What about her for a retort? She rolled better, so Wit tries to stop her, but she just flies on past him. And this vampire teacher is going to try and bite Puppet Uthal.
I love D&D in sentences like that.
I do too. Oh, but probably not going to do it. That is only a 12 to hit.
Not gonna hit Puppet Uthal.
Yeah, no, you
can't get through this hide.
You are much shorter than she was expecting. I actually kind of like the idea you held up the volcano and she just
put the
bit
volcano
into
in
the
her
diorama.
Oh no!
Yep. Okay. Pilkins, you're up next. The vampire teacher is within 10 feet of you.
I think Pilkins reaches into his pocket and searches for an item to attack her with, and he finds something there, and he pulls it out, and it's one of those big fat jumbo pens that has like 12 different color tips at the top.
Yeah.
And he like
those things.
Yeah, those things were awesome,
Things
especially if you were a doodler in class.
Oh my god.
He's going to click out the red tip, of course, and then attempt to stab her with it.
Red for blood.
Red for blood.
Oh,
see.
jeez. What do you got?
So that first attack is going to be a 29 to hit.
Oh my god, yeah. You hit a Tarrasque with that.
Ah, sweet. I'm just gonna. Is it okay if I just roll all my attacks at once and then?
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. Second attack is going to be 25 to hit.
Yup.
Last attack is going to be
I love that
29.
I love that he's deadly with a freaking pen. It's so good.
It's on brand.
Let's see. It's going to be 9 damage plus 11 damage plus 9 damage. So it's going to be 29. Plus I have to add something for being a Gloomstalker, I believe. But let me look.
That's right. You're a Gloomstalker. I love Gloomstalkers.
So good.
They're so good.
Extra 1d8. Okay. So that is going to be a total of 29 plus 6. It is 35.
Nice.
I think maybe he pulls it out and he's like holding it as like a brace and trying to make her back away. Please stop attacking my friend.
Okay. Next up, Elysia.
Well, she's got this cool spell. So she's gonna try to cast immolation on the vampire.
Nice.
So that's a dex save.
A dex save.
I
Okay.
like how that sounds.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I don't know what it does, but it sounds pretty cool.
Ooh.
DC 17.
It's a dex save?
Yeah.
You rolled a 16. What happens
Is it-
now?
Total damage 42, it says. Let's see. And then it stays. It's a concentration. So the a failed save, target burns for the spell's duration. Burning target sheds light if we need more light in here. At the end of each of its turns, the target repeats the saving throw. If it fails, then it takes more damage.
You said that was 42 points?
Yeah.
Good lord.
How appropriate.
Just
Yeah.
nuking this. Yeah, the smell of burnt marshmallow fills your nostrils as this vampire lady is just on fire in a classroom.
Everything about this is beautiful.
Just pens sticking out of her back.
Burning marshmallows, killing undead. I'm suddenly in heaven.
Yeah.
It really is for Akira.
This is the one time in this whole part of the adventure she's like,
Okay, yeah, all right, I can go along with this.
Uthal, it is your turn.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm pushing her away, and I'm just gonna go and just pull out my sword and just stab her.
Okay, go for it.
Because I think Pilkins is within 5 feet.
Yep.
So I'm gonna sneak attack her with my my sword.
Just through the diorama. I worked all night on this. Oh, jeez. What'd you get?
17.
A 17. Ooh, I actually
Yeah.
need to check and see if that does hit. It does not.
Well, I'm gonna re-roll it then.
Okay.
Luck point.
Nice.
All right, 16. So I guess they're not gonna hit with that.
Unfortunately, no. You're just stabbing through the diorama, hoping to hit her. And it's just not finding purchase. And then we've got Orkira.
Oh, I have to. Okay, wait, hold on. Well, at least this is a vampire I can kill.
So I picture she's wearing one of those really ugly tie-dye shirts.
Oh, I love it.
And it's the shirt starts the tie-dye on it starts to swirl,
Love
and then like a Care Bear out of her shirt, there's a beam of light. And she's gonna cast Guiding Bolt on this thing at 5th level.
Oh my god, that's great.
I'm assuming a 27 hits.
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to be wow, I rolled really crappy. 19 radiant damage. That's
Okay.
8d6 and I got 19. But it is radiant damage. And she now is glowing brightly with my Care Bear stare. as the next attack made against her has advantage.
Okay.
And then, jeez, there's a moment where she's gonna do her normal Overwatch thing, but like her wings don't work and she's covered in marshmallow fluff. She's like, that's all right. That's all I can do, and that's all she can do.
So at the end of Orkira's turn, it is the vampire lady, and she seeing the sword in Uthal's hand, her red eyes glow brighter, and she looks directly at Uthal, and she starts whispering in this kind of this language you're not quite sure of, but Uthal you understand as saying, "Kill them, kill them, kill them." I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. I got a 14.
Okay, you have failed. And
Nice.
you know what? Man, your friends, they seem like they need to get stabbed by Ozzik.
All right.
Whoa!
Papa Uthal is on a blood rage.
Well, crap.
And with that, we're gonna go to Pilkins.
So does Uthal change when this happens? Like, do his eyes turn red
you
or
can
something?
see like his shoulders kind of sink as he's just staring endlessly into this vampire's eyes.
Who's been saying kill them, kill them, kill them?
Yeah, so I think Pilkins sees that, and he's beginning to like freak out even further. He's like looking around for the staff that he normally has. He's also wearing, by the way, a like a sweater vest, like one of those 90s kids, studious, like preppy sweater vests. But he sees, like, he rolls up the sleeve on his dress shirt, and he sees that he's got like a little bracelet there, and it's got like the image of a lightning bolt like streaked across it, and he pulls on it, and it turns out to be one of those slap bracelets that extends out really long into kind of like a pseudo staff, and then he's gonna hit her with it.
I love it.
Leave my friend alone, please. And let's see. D&B Beyond. Give me something good. 27 to hit.
Yup.
34 to hit.
Okay.
Dang.
Jesus.
Okay.
Big numbers,
13
big numbers.
damage. 27 damage. And I'm going to mark her as my favored foe, so I get an extra d6.
No need to. You plunge the staff into her heart, and she steps back. No! And she just kind of.
I meant to do that non-lethally. Damn it.
And she just kind of slowly disintegrates into dust in an extremely bad CG fashion.
Mhm.
Also, she had exactly 27 hit points left.
Oh, nice.
And I think right there, as the vampire drops to ash, and there's another bright flash of light, we're gonna take a quick break. So we're only 2 minutes after. So yeah,
nice.
we're gonna take a quick 10-minute break. Stick around, and we'll see what other things happen in the impossible field. So yeah, 10 minutes. Be right back. Bye.
Pick up your gear and open your chests. Throw on your armor and head out on a quest. Hey, hey. It's a brand new day. On the South Coast, your allies will help with blades and bows and magic as well. Hey, hey. Heroes on their way. Fighting together against overwhelming odds. Fighting together in favor of multiple gods. Idle champions of the forgotten realms. Idle champions, adventure never ends. Idle champions, get your wallet there. Idle champions, you will say it again. Idle champions.
Welcome back to this interesting thing that's happening. But before we get back to it, Yang Yang has some housekeeping.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I just wanted to remind everyone that we are doing a dice giveaway once again from PhoenixDice.com. Use the command !ticket in and put that into the chat for your chance to win a set of dice of your choice from PhoenixDice.com. All of their dice are made with eco-friendly materials, and anybody in the world may enter. So, !ticket into the chat now.
Do it.
And that's it.
Yeah. And if your name is Rhonda, you get bonus points. So
Also, I spent the break trying to figure out how to order an Orkira plushie. Plushies are harder than they look, but now I really want one.
Oh, I want an Uthal one.
Yeah, I want the pair of them, like, you know, plushy
and
pair.
Akira going on adventures.
That's the
they need to
spinoff
come
from the
with-
spinoff.
They need to come with accessories that's based upon each of these worlds too, like the outfits or the doctor glasses, lab coat.
Yes.
That's extra 90s is when you get the action figure, but then you have to buy the action figure again to get like, oh, this is the version that has this outfit for the winter, and this one comes with the car. So,
Yeah.
Okay, so there was a bright flash of light after you defeated the vampire lady, and as your vision starts to come back to you, you feel kind of this nice breeze on your face, but you're aware of movement ahead of you, and as your vision clears, you see you are standing in a park. There are green rolling hills all around you. Nearby, there's this gazebo with some park benches and stuff around it. And the movement ahead of you is a whole bunch of Modrons. And there's about 12 of them. They are the I think they're duo drones. I think that's what I had it. Oh, they're the quadrones. So they're the cube guys with the wings and everything. They got their weird fleshy faces on the mechanical boxes.
I mean, flesh is just weird.
And standing behind them is a very elaborately dressed hag who is cackling and say, this is my final piece of the plan. You stupid super sentinels won't stand in my way of taking over Celestial Garden this time." And you find that each of you are, by the way, Orkira and Uthal are still puppets. You're all dressed in kind of the similar clothes to what you're wearing, kind of 90s style, but you all have a color combo to each of your outfits.
Yes.
Uthal, you are dressed in all black. Pilkins, you are dressed in all pink. Elisa, you are in blue. Orkira, you are in red. And Wit is in this kind of rainbow pattern that kind of shimmers and whatnot. And we're gonna roll initiative.
oh wow!
Oh my
Right into it.
god.
Is Uthal back to being our friend, or does
Yes,
Uthal?
Uthal
Okay.
Uthal is chill. And
Just looking over at Pilkins, I'm like, I was about to kill you.
yeah.
Pilkins is sitting there with his hand shaking, and like at the sound of your voice, he like looks up, his eyes focus on your face, and he's like, I never knew the metal in those bracelets were so deadly. I was wearing them around my wrist.
Pilkins, you did the right thing. That was a vampire.
It
Yeah.
was indeed a vampire.
If you didn't kill her, I would have killed you. It would have been really bad.
His hands are still shaking, but now his attention's taken up by the things in front of him.
Yes. Uthal, what'd you get?
Jesus. 14. I had the worst rolls today.
Oh, you think yours
Pilkins,
are bad?
21.
Orkira,
8.
8. And Alicia,
7.
7.
Aw.
All right.
Oh no!
We got some fun things going on. Okay, you are all about 30 feet away from these 12 Modrons. And the first one up is Pilkins.
Pilkins looks up at this voice, this cackling hag. He's like so nervous. He's like grabbing around on his body for a weapon again. Does he find anything like behind his back, like around his waist?
Yeah. You find your weapons, yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, he grabs whatever it is and pulls it out in front of him. Like, what is it? Is it just a weapon?
Oh, I see what you're going for. No, there's a weird metal box thing that seems to have a coin in the center of it.
a coin in the center of it. Oh, okay. And there's like maybe text there, and like Pilkins looks at it like really weirdly, and he's like, reads it. He's like,
you instantly know what to say. You say, you just yell Super Sentinel.
oh, okay. Super Sentinel, like confusedly. And then,
suddenly Pilkins is in this super cool, very tight spandex outfit with a helmet on, that has like a star pattern to it.
oh, this is awesome. It fits me like a glove. He's gonna reach behind him, and is there a weapon there now?
Your staff is there.
Okay, he pulls out the staff.
The staff is pink now.
Excellent.
He pulls out the staff. He's looking great in pink. The staff is pink. He is going to.
While you're in the I ruined the universe again. Hang on. I did it. I said I wasn't going to. There we go. I fixed it. Sorry. While you're in this outfit, you have a +2 to AC.
What?
Wow.
Incredible. Okay. But yeah, while he's he's like looking at himself, he's like so bright. He knows like all the people in front of him suddenly have their attention on him, and he's really uncomfortable with that. There's like, I assume there's no darkness around because we're in a park.
No, bright sunny day, blue skies.
Great invisibility on himself.
All right. The pink sentinel is gone. Anything else on your turn? Would you like to
He
move
shrieks.
at all? He shrieks?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a
he's
free
gonna-
action.
Yes, he doesn't move.
Okay, the Modrons go as the hag says, "Get them!" And the Modrons all start going towards you to attack. We're going to do a couple quick attacks here on folks. And so they come up and they don't have weapons on them. They're just kind of punching at you. And let's see, we're going to do a couple against Uthal. What's your AC, Uthal?
17.
Okay. Yep, 11's not going to hit. 10's not going to hit. 15 is not going to hit. You are dodging these pretty well.
With my
Elysia,
puppet agility.
that is
amazing.
A 21 to hit Elysia.
That hits.
And so that is going to be 3 bludgeoning damage. And then I assume 19 hits as well.
Yep.
Does 15 hit?
No.
Then you only take 3 more bludgeoning damage. Or Kira. That's a natural 1 from one of them.
Nice.
They just fall over.
There it is.
Or here's in the process of waving because she's like, "Oh, Modrons, hi, how are you?" Oh,
The one that falls, it looks like it would have gotten kicked, but it just kind of fell in that way, as if it was off time. And then does an 18 hit you?
yes.
You will take 3 bludgeoning damage. Okay, so that was the 12 of them.
Do any come within
that
opportunity
12?
attack?
Wait. No, I still got 3 more. No. They kind of ignore the empty spot now. They're gonna attack Wit. And that's another natural 1. Just kind of falls in a cool way as if they got kicked. 18 will hit him. And the other one won't. So one of them comes up and he blocks one of them, but the other one comes in and punches him in the gut. And then now it is, let's see, I think it is, Uthal's turn.
Okay. Do I have one of those thingies too?
You reach around your back and you do find one of them.
Awesome. Let's go, Super Sentinels!
And now you are in a very similar tight-fitting spandex outfit with a helmet. Your helmet has, we're gonna say, what would Uthal's be? Yeah, we're just gonna
What animal?
Yeah. What animal would Uthal have as the motif of his helmet?
Like a hawk, maybe.
Okay, yeah. It's got this kind of like point that goes over the visor that ends in a beak. What do you do now?
Yeah. Well, yeah. All right. I'm assuming that my suit is also like felt. Two.
You are still the same height, but no, actually, it looks you are just a smaller version of Pilkins.
Perfect. All right. Well, I'm gonna go in and attack one of the dudes trying to punch me.
Okay, go for it.
Just get his punches in. Oh, non-nat 20.
Okay, that'll hit.
Nice.
Yeah. Wait, is anybody within 5 feet at all, or I'm assuming we're all together?
Yeah, they are. They can't see him. So, but we'll count it.
Okay.
I mean, I assume that we were arrayed in a very
Kind of straight
cinematic.
straight line. Yeah.
Yeah, for whatever reason, it's not very it's not good for battle, but it's perfect for say framing.
Yes,
but we're all right there next to each other.
Exactly. What'd
All
you get for your
right.
attack?
All right. Well, I got a non-nat 20, and I'm hitting for 35.
All right. You stab into one of the duo drones, and it just kind of goes, and then falls over.
This is way too easy. You guys shouldn't bring your fists to this fight. I have a sword.
Anything else for your turn?
No, I'm assuming changing was my bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Next up we have it's the witch's turn. And she is going to cast a spell. Spell. Let's see. She's gonna cast an Eldritch Blast at Orkira.
Hi.
She gets to do this a couple times. Dirty 20 hits you, I'm assuming.
Yep.
11 won't hit you.
That actually will not hit me.
Nice.
But a 14 I think does, right?
Yep.
Wow.
Okay, so
My armor class is 13.
Wow.
Style requires fewer AC points.
She's holding the staff that she's casting it from, and you get hit for a total of 12 force damage from these bolts.
Just imagining like a puppet just flying through the air, spinning. Like,
There's now like burnt black marks on her felt, and ow!
At the end of
This smells horrible. Whoa.
at the end of her turn, Wit is going to find one of those devices. Also, is like, I guess, Super Sentinel, and transforms into this. Has this again spandex outfit that is this iridescent color. There's not kind of one color to it. It's all kind of rainbowy, and has a helmet that has like a rainbow coming up over to the visor, and has a cape. And he's just like, this is kind of cool. This is my style.
Yeah.
oh, you get a cape?
And he's just like, okay, what weapon did I? Oh, that'll work. And you see, he pulls out a really shiny spoon. And he is going to attack a couple of the Modrons with it. That is a natural 20.
Hey!
Oh, man.
The deadliest spoon.
And that is an
By
18.
spoon.
So let's see here. That is going to be enough to kill the knock down the other two Modrons. You see him just expertly use the spoon to fight them off. And now it is Orkira's turn.
Excellent. Orkira's she's not going to intentionally pull out the thing behind her back. She's looking for her holy symbol. But when she pulls it out, she's like, oh, I got one of those Super Saiyan things too. And what I picture, because she ends up in the red spandex, but her helmet, because like it's dragon shaped, but it probably isn't big enough. So like the snout is sticking out one end and like the horns are sticking out the other. And you just see her go, it's really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I think I look kind of cool. I want to move so that as many of the Modrons are within 5 feet of me as I can possibly manage.
Okay. You do this really cool over the top flip over them. And land on the other side so that you're near, we'll say you're near about 5 of them.
Excellent. I need all 5 of them to make Constitution saving throws DC 20. As when she lands, there's this puff of fire that comes from her feet all around as I'm casting Word of Radiance. So all of them
All of them failed.
Awesome. They're
Oh,
all
nice.
4 of them were single digits.
That's what we like to
Okay.
hear.
they're all gonna take 14 radiant damage.
Okay, that'll do it. That is just barely enough.
Yes.
1, 2.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, you do this cool and you hit the ground and cause this radiance to go out from you that knocks down 5 more. And
Well, I'm
now
still all fleshy, but at least now I can move.
and now it is Elysia's turn.
Yes. So I'm thinking Wolfhelm.
Yeah.
Little canine teeth kind of.
Yeah. Just poke the canine's poking down a little bit over the visor. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So what she's gonna do is she wants to cast Lightning Bolt and get as many of the Modrons between her and the witch, but the witch is kind of like the point.
Okay.
So whatever she's got to do to line up with the witch and then like get some Modrons sort of in the path.
Okay,
if she
I'll
can.
say you can get about 2 Modrons and the witch.
Okay. And so however she needs to line herself up for that, she'll do the like flip to get there, and then she'll do this like spell casting sort of thing that's like
Yeah.
Oh God. I feel so bad for the karate teachers that I had as a kid that had to hear me do that every freaking session. Okay, Modron, that one is an 11. That one is a 13. And then let's see for the witch. I'm gonna pull up her stats real quick. Dex save, right?
DC 17.
She got a 19.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, Alicia toasted the Modrons then. They're 32 damage.
Oh yeah, that is
Nice.
2 more downed Modrons.
And so half of that for the
Oh wait, what was it
successful
again?
save. 32.
32. Okay. Okay, Pilkins. There are 2 Modrons left, and the witch is about 35 feet away. You are invisible. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I think first of all, like when we were first beginning this transformation sequence, I personally was so excited by this reference that I said Pilkins really loved the way he looked. But in retrospect, I think he actually is super embarrassed by how tight the clothes are, and that's why he went invisible.
Well, I'll say this because I said the star one. What animal would Pilkins have? Because everyone else got an animal motif, so let's go with that one.
Oh, interesting. Let me think about that for a little bit.
Okay.
I think what he's going to do is like he's kind of still even though he's invisible, he's still kind of like holding himself a bit and like trying to cover the important bits. And he's just going to walk to wherever is the closest and like try to just gently like prod them with the stick, non-lethally.
Okay.
So, since I'm invisible, does that grant me advantage?
Yep.
First one is a 30 to hit.
Oh yeah.
That is going to be 12.
Okay. It's still standing a little bit. That's what it's doing.
Just gonna try to prod it again.
Okay.
Please tell your master to leave us alone. 30 to hit, and then that is going to be 14 damage.
Okay. It just kind of goes and it falls over.
I really need to stop using this stick.
There is 1 Modron left, and it's gonna attack Orkira.
Hi.
I don't think an 11's gonna do it.
Fortunately not. No, I imagine she dodges it, but she's in the process of like readjusting this awkward helmet. And so she just automatically moves to the side. It's like, hey, watch out. I'm trying to adjust the whole outfit.
Uthal, there is 1 Modron next to Orkira, and there is the witch 35 feet away.
35. All right. I'm going to use my bonus actions to do some cool like martial arts flips at the witch.
Okay. I love it.
And go run up to her doing all these like unnecessary like little jump flips.
Yeah, there's a cartwheel, there's a backflip. There's just an unnecessary jump flourish at the end.
And then I'll just go swiping at her.
Okay, go for it.
In a spin.
In a spin, of course.
In a spin, yes, as you should. Oh yeah. 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Cool. And that's not going to have any add-ons, so it's just going to be 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's going to be it.
Okay, let me see something real quick. Okay. So now that you're next to her, you can actually see that in her other hand she has the button.
Oh,
And now
I'm going to press you.
and now it is her turn. And she is going to Misty Step away from you. And then also cast Eldritch Blast from her staff. So I don't think a 12 is going to hit. Oh my god, come on now. Ah! Rolled an 2 8s and a 4.
Wow.
So
Love
she
to
just
see it.
misses you. She goes, ah! Just angrily.
Just dodging like, oh.
Or Kira, there is a Modron next to you that is trying to punch you.
Punches.
And she's still like puppet sized.
Yep.
So normally she'd look down at this thing. She's going to look at this thing and go,
I have the card of a really good therapist that I can give to you, but we're going to deal with that later.
and I want to turn around. I want to look at this witch that has the button.
Oh yeah, I yelled out she has the button, and I'm going to press it.
Button. Who's got the
Yeah.
There's a button that needs to be pressed.
I need someone to press that button super, super fast because
I don't want to be fleshy anymore. This sucks.
You don't
The
want to be
outfit's-
fleshy anymore?
Well, I don't want to be fuzzy.
Yeah.
The outfit's cool. The fuzziness sucks.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna guiding bolt her at 6th level. I need her to make a guiding bolt. Oh no, I attack. Sorry.
Okay.
I attack with the guiding bolt.
It's
Does
one of my
an
favorite
18
spells, and I was getting her. I'm like, oh yeah, it's a dex save.
Listen, I do the same thing all the time. Does an 18 hit?
Does an 18 hit? That's a great question. That's in another tab. It does.
Oh,
Nice.
good. All right. She is going to take, once again, I rolled like crap, 26 radiant damage.
Ooh.
Because I did it at a high enough level. And she's also going to start to be sparkly and glow, and the next attack against her has advantage. I can't do anything to help press the button. It's my action. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. I'll look back at the Modron and say,
Don't you have a union or something that you can complain to?
and I'm done.
Alicia, there is a Modron next to Orkira and a witch that is now only about 20 feet away from you.
Well, I mean, it worked good last time. Well, I mean, she did save for half damage, but I think Alicia is still gonna do the
Lightning bolt.
lightning bolt.
All right, you flip into a way to line up the Modron and the witch. Modron, natural one, just right on par.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And for the witch, she got an 18 this time.
Still saved. So
Oh, she's so dexterous in that outfit. Doesn't even make sense.
28 to the Modron and 14 to the witch.
Okay. The Modron falls over. And the witch now, at the top of the round, is going to look around and say, "You stupid super sentinels! I'll get you this time!" And she holds up her staff, and this like green energy shoots off of it. And all of a sudden, y'all's perspective change. It's almost like you're not viewing her from where you are. You just kind of have this almost a cutscene in your vision as she slams down the staff onto the ground that creates this earthquake around her, and she starts to grow.
Oh.
And you all see her turn into a giant Tarrasque.
Oh my goodness.
But it's okay, because now your point of view shifts to a bunch of giant animals running across the mountainside. There is a dragon, a wolf, a hawk. What's Pilkins? What's Pilkins' thing?
Oh, so imagine like the grumpy cat face, but it's a rabbit, and it's got sort of like one ear that's flopped over
robot
and one ear that's
rabbit
perked up.
just going along. And there's some dinosaur that's rainbow color that is going behind them. We'll go with the Brachiosaurus. Yeah, we'll go with that one. And they all start to shift and change and become this giant humanoid-looking robot. And now all of you have your perspective back, and you're in this like kind of cramped bridge, and you can see out in front of you of this viewing window, and you see the Tarrasque in front of you.
Do we see the button?
No, there are a lot of buttons around you. But
not the button.
But not the button. And I will tell you, on each of your turns, now you have one of three things you can do. You can either move the giant robot, attack with it, or defend.
Ooh.
And you can defend multiple times on a turn. It will just add a static bonus to the robot's AC. And so we're going to go back up to the top of the round with Pilkins. You are in this command center thing with weird joysticks, I guess. They didn't really ever go over how they how they control them. So yeah, what do you want to do? Do you want to try and move this thing, attack with it, or defend with it?
Yeah, I think he zaps in, and then he's still going to stay invisible because he's even embarrassed to let his traveling partners see his outfit.
But
he's
like Pilkins isn't here, and you're like, nah, I am.
I'm here. Just don't worry about it. So he's going to try to control the robot to defend, but like in a way that's like kind of awkward.
Okay, sounds good. You do that, and suddenly the shield appears on the robot's arm, and it holds it out in front of itself. The Modrons are gone. Uthal, what do you want to do?
So am I near it at all, or?
Yeah, we're in relative. You're giant kaiju size things at this point.
Yeah.
You can move up to it if you want. Or the move action lets you move to or away from it. Mm-hmm. Or attacking. Right now, you would probably need to move towards it.
Okay, then I'll move towards it.
Okay, so the robot comes up towards this Tarrasque, and great news, it's the Tarrasque's turn. So there's nothing bad there. This is only
we're walking up to it in guard position already, so this is pretty good.
Yep. And it is going to attack a few. I forgot the stats of a Tarrasque.
Ridiculous.
Oh my gosh, but does it actually miss?
What is our AC?
Yeah.
The thing's AC is 30. But because you defended, it misses.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
The awkward defense.
It just kind of awkwardly brings up the shield as the claw hits it. And it's going to try and attack again. That one is going to hit, and it deals 28 damage to the suit. Don't worry, I will keep track of all of those things. And then it is going to get a bite attack as its last thing to try and rip into the robot. And that is a natural 1.
Oh, shoot. There it is.
The Tarrasque just completely misses. Orkira, it is your turn.
All right. So you said that with the robot things that we've got those 3 actions. What if we wanted to do something else?
Yeah.
You mean like cast a spell?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could probably do that.
How far away am I from the Tarrasque?
40 feet? We're going to say 40 feet.
Perfect. Orkira's going to kind of squint out the window of this creature, this spelljammer that she's in. I think Baloth was looking for you, and I needed to make a charisma saving throw DC 20 as she's going to try to banish it.
Nice.
Okay. It did fail.
What?
It is
hear
going to
the
use
but.
a legendary resistance to not banish.
All right. She just kind of sighs at that, feeling it work and then not work.
Elo's gonna be so upset with me if I don't get you back and if I get you back and you're dead. Okay.
That's all she's gonna do for now. I mean, can I make my giant?
I will say that casting a spell is one of the other options for it as well. So move, attack, defend with a robot, or cast a spell from you.
Perfect, because she's looking for a button. That's all she wants, and I'm done.
Alicia, it's your turn.
I mean, we're right up in there.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking attack.
Uh,
So can we have like cool like hand swords where they?
Oh
like, come out
yeah,
at the
no,
end of
like
Ooh.
one arm's got the shield, the robot holds out its
Oh,
other
yeah.
arm, and the sword appears on it and
Of
just
course.
goes straight for it.
Nice.
Roll
yeah.
a d20 and tell me what you get.
Okay. 13.
That just barely hits.
Oh, nice.
And I want you to roll 3d10 for me and tell me what you get.
Okay. Where did it? Stupid dice. I got all my 20s lying right there, but okay. Falling on the ground. 10, 1, 10.
Okay, 21. And I will add the robot's modifier to it, which is quite good. And now we're going to go back up to the top with Pilkins.
I think, Pilkins was very proud that he defended the first attack, but then the second attack, rocked the boat, causing sparks to fly up in his face.
Oh, yeah.
The whole thing to shake. And he's just going to continue focusing on defense because he's like, guys, we can't the thing can't sustain too much more damage. So yeah, focus on defense.
Okay. We will bump the defense for this round. Uthal.
Yeah, I'm gonna go straight attack again.
Do it. Roll d20.
Just all right, D20. Oh, nat 20.
Yes!
Nice. Heck yeah.
Roll me 3d10 and I will add them all together.
I mean, he would get
Yeah.
sneak attack too, right?
Ooh.
Oh,
Wait.
assassinate!
I want
Oh,
you
wait,
all
no,
to
sneak
know.
attack.
I want you all to know I have a bullet point thing of what this fight is, and the last bullet point says, no, Uthal cannot get sneak attack.
Come on, that's only like 7 more D8s.
Oh,
Or
man.
D6s.
Future
And-
foreseen.
Oh,
Tell you what, high or low?
You know I'm gonna say hi.
Hang on. One of them, okay. One of them was cocked. I'm like, of course it would be on his roll. Okay. Throw your sneak attack in there.
Yes! All right.
Heck yeah.
Oh man. So let's see. Well, first we're gonna have to let's see.
I just imagine your entire robot has turned into, or your sword has turned into the entire robot. So there's
Yeah, no,
just-
it defends, so it's got its shield out and it holds its arm back, and like in this pause moment, it's like charging the blade.
Nice. Oh, could like the robot's ears actually just be big loudspeakers and it starts blasting a theme song of
Oh
some
yeah,
sort?
Yeah.
just this like
Super Sentinel's
almost
theme
heavy
song.
metal music to it. Yeah,
yeah.
there's a good guitar riff with the bass behind it.
Just move, Super Sentinels.
move.
Thank you for the legally distinct. We appreciate it.
Okay.
How much damage was that?
Let's see. It's gonna be 36 damage from the roll, but also the crit I think is 42
Yeah, we do the
in
crits
total.
that I do. Yeah, so that's 3d10s.
Or,
That's 30.
wait.
How many d8s are there?
D6s, there's
Oh.
7, that's 42 plus the 30, so 72 plus 36, 108.
Nice.
Okay, then plus the mod. Okay. That, you bring the blade around, just ram it straight into the Tarrasque, and there's this explosion of blue fire energy as you hit it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the Tarrasque's turn, and it is going to do some nom-noms. It's nom-nom time. It's gonna bite first. That is math. Oh my god, my brain. Oh, okay. It just barely gets in for the bite. So that
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Orkira has this reaction where she can shoot her wings out and basically give someone a +5 to their AC.
Ooh.
Can the giant dragon that she's in do
The dragon
that?
wings sprout out of the back, and one of them flies in and blocks the bite of the Tarrasque.
That's so epic.
I usually don't like dragons, but this is actually kind of cool.
All right, it's going to the other claw attack is not going to do it, and neither is the second. Orkira, it is your turn.
As her wing comes back around, she's gonna once again just kind of look out the window of this spelljammer that she's in. And this time, instead of trying to just totally banish this thing, she's gonna go in for some attack. She's gonna go in for some damage. But what's gonna happen is the dragon's mouth is gonna open up, and a little bead of fire is gonna come out and hit the Tarrasque. She's just gonna cast a fireball. She is just going to cast a 5th level fireball. I need the Tarrasque to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 20.
Oh, good luck, Tarrasque.
Yeah, I don't think the Tarrasque is known for its dexterity.
Yeah, but the Tarrasque also has really high numbers no matter what.
Yeah,
So
I got a 12.
okay, it's going to take
Ooh,
35 fire damage as my Dragon Zord breathes on it.
Yeah, the head part of it, the helmet comes up to become the dragon again, and it breathes out this fire onto the Tarrasque. And that that will actually take it down.
Heck yeah!
Because of that freaking crit. And it
Amazing.
just roars. And again, your vision switches to this kind of other perspective as it goes. It starts crumbling down, and you start hearing the hag's voice like, "No! No!" And
Yes,
then inexplicably, all 5 of you just kind of cool descend out of the air and land back on the completely normal and not at all stepped on park. And you see the witch laying there on the ground defeated, and her arm falls and the button rolls out of her hand.
I point to Uthal and I point to the button.
Oh, and I'm gonna go run up and pick it up and be like, a button must be pressed.
Yeah. Wait, attention!
Uh,
Huh?
press the button, and a bright flash of light overtakes your vision again.
Again,
And you
we have
are
spots in front of our eyes for days.
and you find yourselves now all standing in the living room of Mrs. Fox's house, and Mrs. Fox is there. You're all normal. You're not puppets or in weird clothing or
Thank
anything.
the Phoenix! Ah!
Oh, please tell me none of you saw me in that last outfit.
So,
You looked pretty good, buddy.
I mean, pink is a good color on you.
It is a good
But
color.
the tightness, the tightness, the
Uh,
contours.
and Mrs. Fox is like, "Okay, well, it seems that you did it. That's good. I no longer have an interest in watching that show my husband liked. So I guess we should go see if it worked."
I mean, if it didn't, I'm going to be very upset that we went through all of that and it didn't work.
Uthal, what were you thinking when you hit the button?
I was thinking a button must be pressed.
Alicia's
I
gonna
pressed it?
like very, very carefully like touch Orkira's shoulder. Like, skin, normal.
Oh yeah, normal.
Okay,
Oh,
and then
feels
she's
so
gonna
much-
turn it into a sort of like pat, pat, pat.
This feels so much better. But thank you for carrying me around. I appreciate it.
So Mrs. Fox is going to walk over to the door and open it, and sure enough, you're still on in the room with Long Look, and you all start heading out. Orkira, because of your high passive perception, I will say Wit looks anxious about something as he walks out the door.
As we walk out the door,
What, did something not change back? Something wrong?
No, it's fine. Just we're gonna get the answer. It'll be fine.
You say that and you don't believe it.
At that point, Mrs. Fox says, "Long Look," and the computer pipes up again and goes, "Oh, you again? It's been a little bit. It's been like 423 years and 1 month. Very cool.
Hi.
Yeah. What y'all doing here?"
Well, you said you needed 432 years and a month, give or take, to figure out where the center of the multiverse is?
Oh, yeah. No, I figured that out. Yep.
Oh, 9 years early. Good.
Oh, yeah, it was 32. Yeah, that's right. That's what it was.
You're very efficient.
It's the number that I said previously. My bad. And Long Look goes, "Oh yeah, no. Let me get you a printout for it real quick." And this like dot matrix printer starts whirling to like, and this paper slowly starts coming out of the
I thought we had
printer.
left the 90s.
Get it to play a song.
And
People have done that. Like,
Oh, I know.
get it to print a certain thing.
I've heard the Tetris theme on it.
So good.
But then the lights of Long Look start slowing, and the printer starts going slower until it finally comes to a stop.
Is it jammed?
And
Is that a thing?
and you all become aware that there is now someone else in the room. There is a tall 10-foot man with dark skin and bright glowing blue eyes standing in the room now with you. He wears only a simple toga. And Mrs. Fox looks over at him and goes, Oh, good. Oh, great. And the man just kind of considers her and then looks at all of you and says,
Hi.
You have broken the flow of time, and for that a price must be paid.
And you are?
I am Krolinos, the future sight.
All right, I've never heard of you, but that is a really cool title.
We did it to save the multiverse that
Yeah.
you're in, so we saved you by doing it.
I am not the one who writes the rules of time, only the one that deals out its justice.
Okay.
Do you
Who
happen to
writes-
have the rule books?
Mrs. Fox will step forward and go, I'm going to give you a little more context here that Krolinos most likely will not. He's not much of a talker. This is Krolinos, the future sight of Hytherin. He is a deity. This is a god. And on Hytherin...
I love how we all look very unimpressed. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of a Tuesday. Well, I guess Wednesday. And on Hytherin has a religion around him, very devout monks. At one point in Hytherin's history, Krolinos sat down with a mortal man and told him everything that needed to happen. There's no real explanation from it. I'm sure even if you asked him here, you would get silence as a response. But this man wrote down everything that needed to happen and who that information needed to get to. And they constructed a timed vault off on an island. And there, every so often, a vault timer goes off, and a monk goes over to it and finds a piece of paper and two pieces of paper, one with the message and one with who it needs to get to, and it is their quest to go find that person and deliver it. In this situation, though, unfortunately, it seems that we've drawn his ire, and she turns back to Krolinos and goes, What punishment must we do?
Wait. Before we even get to punishment stuff, you said we broke time. Didn't we just go forward?
She says, I knew there was a possibility of this. We broke the flow of time in this one instance. Long Look knows something that it shouldn't at this point in time, and knows something further on. More so than any prophecy or deity might know, and it knows it with exact detail. And so it appears that Krolanos is here to deal out justice. And she turns around and he holds up a deck.
And Orkira recognizes the deck, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
So we
You-
playing a card game? I'm pretty good at these.
Orkira very audibly begins to growl.
I hope it's Old Maid.
Got some blackjack? Let's do this.
And Mrs. Fox goes, ah. Okay.
Wait, you're gonna make us draw from that?
Krolanos says, yes.
That
There
seems
must be a card pulled for each of you.
you want to cause more chaos with that awful deck.
There's not as much chaos that will happen throughout time, only that will happen now.
I mean, or you could cause no chaos and none of us can pull from that deck because everything that comes out of that thing is bad.
And she'll look at her friends.
I've experienced that before, and every time it's bad. Like, put your soul somewhere else in the multiverse forever. Bad.
I've never encountered this deck before in my life, but I'm also having this odd sensation about it, and it does seem like we should be wary of this thing.
I don't know why you have deja vu. I have deja vu, but I can point very specifically to times in where the deck has been super bad.
I don't see we have another choice, though, do we? Like, it's not like we can, like, run away.
And I mean, if it is the laws of the universe, we are citizens of the universe.
I mean, I would like to run away. Is running away an option? Because I don't want to pull from that deck.
Uthal, I will say that the deck being held out is pointed towards you.
I'll pull it. I don't care.
I was just like, nah, okay. And
I
yeah,
played
you
these games before.
pull one
Aw.
off.
We do some bets on these.
And you pulled the Rogue. And these are cool little like image switching
Ooh.
cards. Yeah.
Those are so cool. That's
Ooh.
deck of many, right?
Yeah, deck of many. Yeah. Not
Yeah.
sponsored unless you want to. And
Cool cards,
know.
not a cool deck. Lauren loves the cards. Orkira hates the deck.
I'm just holding the card. I'm like, yeah, this is just me. Okay.
Imagine like a group of D&D adventurers going into the real world somehow and walking into a game store and just seeing a whole box of the deck of many-things just sitting on the counter.
Oh,
What
man.
chaos is this?
So
Whoa.
I'm going to read off the effects of these cards as they are, but you know, it's more thematic when they learn about them. But so you all know, the Rogue. A non-player character of the GM's choice becomes hostile toward you. The identity of your new enemy isn't known until the NPC or someone else reveals it. Nothing less than a wish spell or divine intervention can end the NPC's hostility towards you.
Yeah. So I'm just pulling the card and I feel nothing at all. And I'm just like, all right. You guys know
And
what this thing does?
yeah, I'll have it that Mrs. Fox explains it because Krolanos absolutely would not explain.
Oh. Like, oh.
Yeah, she
Okay,
comes over. She's just
so-
like, someone wants to kill you now. It's okay. They didn't want to kill you before, but now they do.
Oh, well, that's nothing. That's fine. Okay.
But they did. But they didn't want to kill you
It's-
before.
Yeah, no, if they want to fight, they can fight. It's not any of you, all right?
But
None
what
of you
about
guys want
that-
to kill me?
Poor person. Like, maybe they had other things to do with their life than trying to kill you.
Well,
Right?
their soul's about to get stolen, so that's true.
Oh!
I'm gonna
Oh, man.
side eye Krolanos and say,
Alicia's right. Are you punishing random people out in the multiverse now?
He is silent.
And I'm just like feeling honored, like glad that it's punishing someone else. 'Cause, like, it's not punishing me.
To Mrs. Fox says, to your knowledge right now. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I will say that the deck is now slightly pointed towards Pilkins.
Pilkins gives Orkira a long look.
she is
Glances-
once again audibly growling and just looks miserable.
He glances at Elysia, and then he mutters to himself like, "It is the law, right, Elysia?"
I'm not gonna help you out there, dude.
Oh, all right.
I'm chaotic, so.
Uthal sits next to you, like, just pull the card. It'll be fine. See, mine was pretty much nothing. Nothing's happening. It'll be okay.
Pilkins looks for the nearest wood, knocks on it, and then pulls a card.
And it makes that cool little like. Yeah.
Ooh. Does it have the
Oh.
like lenticular stuff or whatever? Yeah, that's cool.
And you pulled the knight. It's got this cool little like knight appearing.
Oh, red.
Yeah.
Flashlight.
Again, not sponsored unless you want to. You gained the service of.
I like that Trevor just froze right in the,
I'm like,
the
he's
perfect-
holding
Yeah.
it so still, so that
He's
I
very
know
happy.
one of the.
The night card stops time for its draw.
Not only has time stopped.
I might have to edit this part
This
out.
is-
Huh? Am I
Oh,
back?
there we go.
Yeah,
Hey.
Sorry.
there you are.
Yay.
Sorry about I don't know if they still saw me being very confused or not, but the internet just decided to go to heck there for some reason. Apologies. for
Oh.
that. That's
Actually,
the
if
power
you're
of the deck of
recording-
many things.
If you're recording, they will see you, but then they won't see us.
They don't see us.
There we go.
Yeah, for you just froze with the card in front of your face.
I still
smiling.
heard you for a little bit, which was
Oh,
the weird
okay.
thing, but
Oh,
so
Even the internet doesn't like the deck of many things.
Ah.
So the knight, you gain the service of a 4th level fighter who appears in a space you choose within 30 feet of you. It's just gonna pop up next to you. The fighter is so we're gonna skip this thing because of what we did last time. But you control this character, and a Warforged pops up next to you. And the lights of Long Look slowly dim as this Warforged's eyes start to glow. And it goes, "Oh, why am I over here now? What's
Oh.
happening?"
I think the universe has bound you to me now as my protector.
What?
How do you feel about that?
Feel?
Do you feel all right going with us and protecting all of us, but more precisely me, from any bodily harm?
Wait, I get to go look at other things?
Yes, you get to travel with us on these bothersome things called adventures.
I mean, I guess I could look at a few other things.
All right, but please be sure to protect me physically from any harm at all that may come within my person. And also any embarrassing situations, I'll give you this secret signal, this hand signal. Like,
I love it. I love it.
Long Look, are
Actually,
you? Do you still remember where the center of the multiverse is?
Oh, it's on that paper. And he points over at the one that's still not completely done printing yet.
It's not completely done printing yet.
then perhaps your first task, Long Look, is to fix the printer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could probably do that.
Thank you.
Cool.
I look back over at Krolinos and I go,
All right, how many other people's lives besides us are you gonna ruin using this deck? I see that you really just want to punish everybody, huh? What laws are you actually following?
And at that point, Mrs. Fox walks up and pulls a card. And she I forgot. She pulls the gem card, and it's this person with gems raining down around them. And when she does, how much is this? 25 pieces of jewelry worth 2,000 gold pieces each, or 50 gems worth 1,000 gold pieces each, just descend and fall around and land at her feet.
Can we trade
wow.
cards?
And she's just like, "Oh, well, okay. I guess I mean, it could have been worse, so whatever."
Uthal's pissed. Like, are you kidding me? Like, how come I don't get anything cool? He gets a robot, she gets money.
See, this is why the deck is bad.
Yeah, I want to pull another.
No, you
I
don't.
want another card. I want to
No.
reroll.
You're just gonna end up with
Whit-
more bad.
Whit
Trust me.
raises his hand and says, "Could he pull a card in my stead?" And Krolito says, 1 card per each of you must be pulled. That amount and that amount only. And Wit goes,
Yeah.
I think that sounds like, yeah, you can.
Sounds like yes to me.
Orkira's gonna stock up before you can pull a second one. Orkira's gonna stock up to Krolinos, like snout to face, and go.
After we fix all of this, I'm gonna come and we're gonna have a very serious talk. And it's probably gonna involve me destroying a lot of things.
And I'm gonna pull whatever card is on the top.
Okay. You pull the key. And this one is a rare or rarer magic item with which you are proficient appears in your hands. GM's choice. And a gold brazier comes around your left arm, and after a moment, a shield made of blue energy appears above it, just floating away from it ever so slightly.
Orkira backs up. The shield follows. Orkira backs up. The shield follows.
That is an animated shield. You gain the benefit of a +2 to your AC, but can still hold items in that hand or do somatic components.
Oh, it's so cool.
Nice.
Lauren is so excited. Orkira is very
needed
wary
that.
of this thing.
That kind of reminds me of the Super Sentinel shield. It's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I already have a shield. I don't know why I need a blue glowy shield.
It'll remind you of our Super Sentinel days.
And those were good days, even if I was felt. If I give this back to you, no one needs to pull another card, right? Like, can I just gift this back to you?
He just stares at you and has the deck held out.
Uthal just throws his hands up like, are you kidding me? Walking back and forth like,
Wit says, you can pull for me.
you want me to go first, or you want to, Lysia, you want to grab yours? Be my guest. You can
Wit
go
says,
first if you want. I can
You
grab
should
mine.
go first, Uthal.
Sounds good. I'm gonna go up to go back up to him and be like, take my card, please.
All right, you draw, and you find on the other side a very nasty Grim Reaper man with a scythe.
So I'm like looking at it, like holding my in my hands, and I'm like, huh.
And then forming on the other side of the room from you in black rolling smoke is the form on that card. This cloaked figure with a skeletal face and a giant scythe.
Hi, Gary.
It says, "You and I shall fight in one-on-one combat to the death."
This is the greatest card ever, and I just stabbed him in the face.
Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna see if you get a surprise round. I'm gonna roll on here.
Can I have helped by saying hi to Gary for a moment?
You don't
Distract
need
him?
to because I rolled a 1 on the
Oh,
initiative.
yes!
It's like your fourth
Nice.
today. What the hell?
Yep. So,
no.
Uthal, you get a surprise round.
Oh,
Yes.
oh.
Looks like I'm about to assassinate death.
It has stats here on the back of the card. This is the one thing I don't like about this deck, is it just has the stats for the back.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, so it
Card
makes
back.
it. Yeah,
like,
how do you-
It's like
how do
you,
you-
Yeah, how do you
kind
hide
of
it?
know what you're gonna pull.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it should come with like a little sleeve or something.
Yeah.
Mm.
Some tarot card sleeves.
Mm.
So what was your attack?
Hold on. Let's see. Ozek is hitting for. Oh, it's going to be 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right,
Nice.
perfect. So I'm going to go forward with that assassination.
Oh, my
And
God.
I'm assuming. Actually, never mind. I don't need to be around friends because it's the first attack, and yeah. So I get my sneak attack.
Please tell me you're about to one-shot death.
Oh wait, I also have advantage too, so maybe I can double.
Oh yeah, roll the advantage.
Oh, that almost hit the 20. I got
Ah.
19.
Oh,
It rolled and then went back down on 8.
Oh, you rolled a 19? Okay.
Yeah. Dang it. Okay, so I'm gonna sneak attack him with assassinate. And so I keep forgetting to use this, but the critical hit from Piercer, do I add a D8 or a D6 to that?
I think it's a D8.
Is it D8? Okay, so it'll be 2D8 plus 7D6. Which is starting out 58 points of damage.
one
What's
shot.
your
One
One
HP?
shot,
What's your
one shot.
HP?
107.
Okay. And that was how much base?
The original,
Yeah.
58.
That is enough to kill it.
Nice. Wow.
Hold on. So I got another 37 plus 8, so 30, 45 plus 58. So that's 103.
Oh my.
I love that you
So-
overkill death, but what happens when you kill death?
With the sword, right?
So-
with the
With the
special
sword.
sword.
You
Yeah.
turn out of nowhere and just stab this avatar of death in the face, and this blood-curdling screech echoes through this room as it disintegrates around the blade, and then the particles left from its disintegration swirl and I hit. I don't need that anymore. Swirl and hit Ozic and absorb into the blade.
Oh.
And when it does, the blade starts to glow.
Ozic,
and
buddy,
it-
you okay?
And then cracks start forming in the blade
Oh, what?
Oh no.
as they grow brighter and brighter. And then Ozic breaks and
Oh.
Oh,
just clatters to the ground.
Oh. My buddy.
Gary?
So that's not supposed to happen.
Well, I'm gonna go out on a wild guess that there were more than one soul inside of Gary.
Oh.
He
You
is
think we
kind of the
overloaded
avatar
it?
of death. Yeah.
Kokins peeks out from where he's hiding from behind Long Look, and he's gonna be like, was there a counter on your sword? Was there?
I'm looking at the bottom
Is it
of the
still
hilt,
intact?
looking at what the number says.
How would that work? It's gonna have the Roman numeral for 327.
Oh. Well, so we got 327 of them now. Looks like I tripled the necessary amount. That explains why it exploded. Well, I guess I have 3 souls now. I could sell 3 of them at this rate.
I will note the sword is completely broken. Like when you picked up the hilt, you picked up the bottom part of the pommel.
Oh, okay, so
It is no longer a sword.
just holding it like, oh, that sucks.
I have very mixed feelings about this moment.
Wonder where all the souls went. I'm like looking at it.
Wonder where death went.
But Orkira, look, I'm good. I don't have to take any more souls. Now I just kill people.
I mean,
I'm
that's
good.
better than
Win-win.
taking their soul.
This is true. This is very true. I'm not sure if I am happy with the method to get there, but that is a silver lining on this dark cloud of.
And Orkir is going to lean in very close to the pommel as though she can still talk to anything in and be like,
Gary?
Did
There's
you
no
know
response.
that creature, Orkira?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm a cleric of a resurrection god. I kind of know death real well. Well, as well as you can know death. I wouldn't call us friends.
So if I kill death, does that mean no one can die ever again?
Before anyone answers that question, because Uthal, let's not test that right now, okay?
As I'm
see where
holding my
this-
other sword.
She's immediately like, whoa, wait a second, wait a second.
Literally named the rapier of life stealing.
Yeah, if we didn't mention both of his rapiers are bad.
Oh my god.
One
Well,
steals
on to
life,
the
one
next
steals...
cursed sword.
I mean, life is better than souls. There's a hierarchy of needs. Orkira's hierarchy of needs: life,
Oh my
soul.
God. So good.
Man, I don't even know who his supervisor is.
I think Pilkins is gonna pat her shoulder reassuringly and say, We'll dig up an org chart for you. We'll figure it out."
Thanks. I don't know who I'm going to have coffee with on Thursdays now.
You can
I mean, he
have
never shows
coffee.
up, but I still have coffee.
Well, clearly they've got that to deal with. So Alicia is like, maybe I should get this over with.
When you step forward, Wit steps in front of you. And he says, "No, you're not pulling a card."
Eh?
What?
Maybe I should have said this earlier, but I feel like that would have complicated things. We've done this before. We've gone to long look, we've pressed the impossible button. Oddly, something different happened then. Wasn't really the same at all, but I guess it was an impossible thing, so whatever. But we have been at this point before with Krolinos drawing cards, and all of you have drawn the same cards. And then he turns and looks at you, Elysia, and says, "And I know what card you're going to pull. You pull the Void card. Your soul gets separated from your body and hidden somewhere. And when that happened, I went and hit the impossible button and reset time back to just before we got here. So I'm going to pull the card because I have not pulled one, and he just needs one more to pull. And that's fine. I have been separated from my body lots of times, but I do need you all to take care of this body. I made a promise. So, yeah.
I mean, there's nothing we can do. We can't change. I mean, if we already did this once and changed everything that was going on.
Every one of these cards has been the same. No matter what, we are going to get to this point, and that is locked.
Could we hit the impossibility button and change this card outcome?
He looks over at Krolinos and then back and goes, "I don't think that's going to work on his terms. It's okay. Again, this has happened. I have been separated from a body before. I trust you all at some point. You're going to come find me. So I'm not worried."
I'll feed Anastasia Romanoff.
Please do. I think she would very much appreciate one of you taking care of her.
I got your body. I'm sorry, Wit.
And he looks over at Alicia. He goes, "I do kind of feel bad though that like you're not kind of getting anything out of this, besides not dying. So here," and he takes off a ring and hands it to you. He says, "I think this will help you out," and it is a ring of spell storing.
Ooh.
Nice.
And he goes, "Okay, so yeah, this is where my part of this adventure ends, but not the end of the adventure for me. So just remember, I will be fine. Just come find me at some point, and everything will be good. And as long as you all succeed and save the multiverse, please do that. That would be really nice, also." And he is going to turn and look at Kronos, who is just holding out the deck. And he goes, "Okay." And he pulls the card, and then his body just falls to the ground.
I'm gonna walk over and
And that was there's the Void card.
Ooh.
the one that Orkira's been afraid of this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna walk over and pick up Wit's body, and as she stands up, she's gonna be like snout to face with Krolinos one more time, and then say,
You happy now?
And he just stares back at you and then slowly vanishes into nothing as time picks back up and the whirling of the computer, or of the printer at least, starts up again and the
Oh.
paper starts coming out.
Gary and I are going to have a very long talk with you at some point. And that talk is going to include a lot of stabbing and fire.
He's like holding the thing like, I don't know if Gary's coming back.
Mrs.
Well,
Fox
so-
goes, well, that was a lot. I think we can find a place for Wit's Well, I guess that's not actually Wit's. Whose body is it now, actually? It doesn't matter. It's a whole thing. We can find a place for him in the house.
I've taken care of people like this before, so I know what to do.
Okay.
So is it just like comatose or something?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Not
just
It is a vacant form. Actually, let's have some fun, and see what the void card says in this little booklet that I got. Where did they put that one? Oh, the last one. Perfect. This black card spells disaster. Your soul is drawn from your body and contained in an object in a place of the GM's choice. One or more powerful beings guard that place. While your soul is trapped in this way, your body is incapacitated. A wish spell cannot restore your soul, but the spell reveals the location of the object that holds it. Draw no more cards because you can't draw. And the fact that the thing is like Wit is like, just for some background, Wit is one of my player characters that I have played up to level 22. So, and I didn't expect it. I actually got a little upset there when I did that. So, fun times. So Mrs. Fox walks over to the printer after it's done and rips off the dot matrix thing. And if any of you look over her shoulders, this is just a sea of numbers and letters, and just, it doesn't make any sense. It looks like pure gibberish.
Please tell me it's ASCII art.
It is ASCII. There's a little bit of ASCII. There somehow, just by happenstance, they're in the pattern of all of this drawn out in ASCII is an owl.
I love it.
Cooper. And Mrs. Fox is reading it over. She's like, okay, got it right. Okay. And of course it is.
I mean, we didn't think it was going to be in the plane of ice cream and milkshakes, right? It's going to be in a bad place, right?
Let's all go inside. And she ushers everyone inside, including Long Look, who kind of takes one last look back at itself, and then
He
goes
takes
into
one
the
long
house.
look at his
One long look. And you'll go inside, and she has everybody sit down in the living room. She makes some tea and some cookies and makes sure everybody is up to snuff. She gives like a little extra pat on the shoulder to Elysia. And she goes, okay, so according to this, the center of the multiverse is a location that I'm familiar with. Apparently,
Well, that'll make it easier to get there.
yes. Apparently, it is just below the hotel at the edge of the multiverse.
Oh.
The center of the multiverse is underneath the hotel at the edge of the multiverse.
We never asked what edge.
I
Remember, Sigil is kind of a donut shape. I guess that the reason it hangs above it is because it is a mirror of it. The multiverse itself is a giant donut, which just doesn't quite seem as great as it does.
Actually, that sounds amazing.
But
I'm not sure I understand the math, but I understand donuts.
But the center is below the hotel, which means in order for us to get there, we're going to have to go through the hotel.
Okay.
Okay.
sounds simple
It's
enough.
It was pretty fun last time.
She realizes that Elise, or Yeah, Elysia and Pilkins haven't been there, and she says, just so you all know, quick bit of backstory on that. The hotel at the edge of the multiverse is a location that has an infinite number of doors and hallways within it. It's used for all sorts of things, of imprisoning dangerous creatures, nice relaxing vacations, places for deities to meet. Anything that could possibly happen could happen there, and it is run.
I think my mom said something like that.
Yes, she did make a stop there that one time where I was trying to do something that I shouldn't have, but it's okay. The manager of this hotel is my husband. We're separated a little bit, but you know, there's still some feelings there, but whatever. But he is the manager, Mr. Fox, and he's not going to be too pleased hearing that we have to go into the bowels of the hotel. So, we're going to have to go there. There's a shortcut, but I don't want to take it right now. That, you know, the room at the top of the stairs that has a giant lock on it. That actually leads to his office, but we didn't have a good conversation the last time we spoke, and so he put that there. So we're going to go in the front door, and I'm sure everything will be fine.
Yeah.
You keep saying that. I don't think it means what you think it means.
It's good to have a
Agreed.
little bit of hope.
Hope is good. Blind optimism is another thing. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go put Wit to bed.
And Kira will find a nice comfy bed and make sure that Wit's body is all tucked in, and she'll check on the body every once in a while to make sure it's okay.
The room that you go into is not really what you would expect. It's actually like a hut. It has a dirt floor, and there is a nice bed made out of like feathers and whatnot for cushioning. And you lay Wit down on it, and from your experience with everything you see and hear, the light coming through, there's even some movement outside of the hut. It feels elven. This feels like it might have one time been like an elven camp, and knowing that, you know, the places that you all stayed in were places that you had been before, you think that this might have something to do with the body that Wit was inhabiting.
I'll find Anastasia and make sure Anastasia knows where Wit's body is, and then
Elsie is gonna come along to like make sure that Anastasia is all set up. Initially, she's gonna like, when you find Anastasia, she's gonna like hug her.
Mm-hmm.
And some cats, like when you're really sick, they'll come and like sit on your chest or whatever. But some cats are like, wait, you're holding me? And so Anastasia's gonna do the like arms on the chest, like, wait, what? No. Because can't be hugged when want to be hugged.
I love that. And Mrs. Fox says, so yeah, we're gonna travel to the front of the hotel, and we'll go see Mr. Fox. Is there anything anybody wants to do before we do that?
A chance to rest in a cookie.
Yeah, cookie.
That can be arranged.
Yeah. If you have any extra swords hidden around somewhere, I might need a loner, some sort.
And now that you're free, let's get you one that's not cursed.
I'll take another curse. That's fine. I'm assuming I have my soul back now, so the curse the better.
Actually, when you say that, Mrs. Fox does take a look at you and goes, "You do? What happened?"
My sword broke, and I got my soul back.
Oh, you have possession of your soul again, which is why we couldn't make that deal a few years ago.
Turns out, yeah. Despite me trying very hard.
You did try really, really hard. But it did make more sense with Cesar doing it. But that's fair. You just want to throw that soul around. Well,
so if you have anything you want to trade, I'm up. I'm up for it. Got a soul. Soul's back in me, baby.
She says, as much as it pains me to say, I'm not quite in that business right now because those multiverses are being destroyed. And I'm, now that you mention it, kind of concerned about what if any of the souls I've connected to them were on there.
I mean, Gary was, and that's a big deal.
No. Remember how I explained that I connected universes by taking a soul of someone from one universe and connecting it to the other. I'm now wondering what happened if it devoured any of the universes that I put a soul in.
Nothing good.
Most likely. Well, let's get some rest,
Yeah.
and we will go to the hotel when we are all ready to go.
And I mean, we
Excellent.
never actually confirmed whether the souls that the sword took were destroyed or simply stored, right?
It
Anyway.
sounded like they were going to a demon, which is not good. It's real bad, but it's not destroyed bad.
It sounds like a
It was-
problem for after the multiverse.
Sounds like another adventure.
One problem at a time.
Honestly, that demon must be stoked. Like I'm probably going to be a hit in
Demons
back
are just gonna
down
be
there.
seeking you out. They're like, hey,
Yeah,
hey,
they're
you
gonna-
wanna steal some souls
hey.
from me?
You want
I
a
heard you
new
tip real
sword?
well.
Here you
Oh my-
tip
Yeah,
real
totally.
well.
What is it?
I love it.
200% tip.
Okay, well,
As
Speak to
we're walking away,
Azzies.
I'm gonna walk up to Uthal and I'm gonna be holding one of Mrs. Fox's cookies. And I'm gonna say,
I have a request. Your soul is yours to do with as you will. Would you at least promise me that you'll think over terms and conditions before you give your soul to someone else? And if you promise me that, I'll give you my cookie.
I can promise you that I will think about trying to think about it.
No, I need you to promise that you're going to think about it before you say yes. Whether you say yes or no to any of those deals is completely up to you because, consent is sexy. But if you promise to think about it before you say yes,
I will promise to try to remember to think about it.
then you also have to promise not to be upset if I nag you about it.
Deal.
hand over the cookie.
Okay.
I think that's as good as I'm going to get.
Yes.
All right.
Step by step.
With that pact made, I think we are going to wrap things up.
Why do you gotta call it a pact? Wait a second. No.
Ah,
There were no contracts signed.
The contract has been sealed
Uh,
by a cookie.
all right, let's start our outros. We'll start with Yang Yang so we can get through some to do the draw.
Oh, yes. Excellent idea. Hello, my name is Yang Yang Wang. Once again, you can find me here on this channel, the Dungeon Scrawlers. You can also find me hanging out on the Dungeon Scrawlers Discord if you want to come hang out with a group of really chill, awesome people. We talk books, we talk games, we talk all sorts of awesome stuff. Type in !Discord into the chat for a link to join us. Otherwise, we do have a dice giveaway to conclude. So for any of those who have joined us a little bit late, one last call to enter for your chance to win a set of dice of your choice from phoenixdice.com. Use the command !ticket and type that into the chat now. Anybody in the world may enter. So we'll give you a couple of moments before I close it out. After everybody else has given their intros, I'm going to close it and then select a winner at that time. So !ticket once again, and then we will popcorn it over to Rhiannon.
Hey, I've been Rhiannon Held. I write urban fantasy under Rhiannon Held, the Silver Series, and space opera under RZ Held. So if you like emotional support cats and cool sci-fi wings and snarky AI and all that kind of stuff, check out my series. It is now complete of novellas, the Amsterdam Institute series. And Lauren.
I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the content manager over at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can find me on the socials as Obo Lauren. You can find me doing a lot of stuff on the C&E Games Twitch channel. But if you're here watching this, you probably also like content that comes bi-weekly. I happen to have a podcast that comes out bi-weekly on Mondays, Distinguished Adventurers, which is just wrapping up a Kids on Bikes, Kids on Brooms little mini campaign before we get into our big D&D campaign 2. Also,
Heck yeah.
yeah, on Thursdays, bi-weekly, you can find me on Arcana University, which is on the amphitheater, where we have created a bunch of us some awesome people that I've been able to play with have created our own magic university with our own magic rules. We're kind of halfway through that adventure and things have gotten real. It's super real. Yes, I know. And if you like things weekly, you can come see me on Tuesdays on the Demiplane RPG channel, where I am in Children of Erte with the amazing Deborah Ann Wall as the DM. That does come out weekly. So sorry, you're just going to have to keep up.
And I'm guessing,
Oh, sorry, Don, but popcorn to Uthal, to St. James.
Yeah, St. James here. Come follow my TCG account on Instagram, St. James Collection. And yeah, where I post pictures of, trading cards and all that stuff, and it's all that fun.
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows, I've added a new title to Uthal, the Death Slayer. And if everyone in chat can say, put a nice rip Ozic for us. 'Cause he's gone from
Chat
our
for
hearts.
Ozic and for Gary.
Oh yes, and Gary, I guess. I suppose it was.
But mostly
I
Ozic.
suppose the death of death is pretty
The death of
substantial.
death.
Wait, but did you keep a memento from Ozic? Like, did you keep the little pommel
Yeah,
piece?
I kept the little pommel with the number on it.
Nice.
So I'm gonna turn that into a keychain or something. And put it on my new sword.
Yeah.
Along with my purple beholder plush.
There you go. There you go.
That is both creepy and kind of touching.
He was Uthal's best friend.
We need to get you better best friends.
I'll be sure to tell our players in our home game that you said that.
They knew this would come.
I am Trevor Bess. I'm the DM for this game, and I am the content designer and writer for Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can follow me on Twitter at the Trevor. There is an A hiding in there. You can also find me on the podcast writing about dragons and shit with Aaron M. Evans and B. Dave Walters. And now let's do a giveaway for some dice.
Okay, I'm closing the giveaway now. And drum roll, I'm choosing the winner now. Congratulations!
Wow, you did it.
Congratulations,
DM.
Barbara.
That was really cool how you at the end of the with the
I mean, I hope somebody named Gary wins. Not gonna lie.
Oh
Oh.
no, Gary.
Yeah.
Gary getting Phoenix dice would be weirdly appropriate.
Right. Yeah. I will DM you. Congratulations, winner. And I will DM you with instructions about how to get me the dice selection, and we'll get you that prize.
Heck yeah.
That's it.
All right. Well, that is going to do it for this week's episode of the Adventurer's Guide to the Multiverse. We will be back in 2 weeks. We only have 2 episodes left. And so we'll see what is to be found in the hotel and at the center of the multiverse. So join us back in 2 weeks. But be sure to be here next week for the awesome shows that Dungeons & Scrollers has going every week. But that's going to do it for this week's episode. So until next time, bye.